Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 23 of Epsilon Sun, where we have a lovely cast of players who are willing to succumb to the wastelands and all the trauma that comes with it. And whilst we wait for our wizards to join us, we will begin with our quick introduction of our fellow players. We have Aurora, our fighter cleric. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. We have Karik, our druid, Starcaller Turtle.
Hey.
Hey. Lokar, barbarian monk who's dashing into the fray.
Yes.
You are indeed, and it's our warlock now with Stinky in tow. Hello. So, episode 22 was quite a episode in that you were assigned more or less some tasks, but let us delve into this after your introductions to Nissa's familiar, who Magrim had seen the night prior and attempted to snag it. You head out into the Sorrows following a successful, of sorts, long rest, and a world of freedom available to you, albeit underground. And before heading to the mayor's stately home, on the third tier of the Sorrows, you decide to get yourselves together with a visit to the Tattered Thread, a tailor's nearby, and finally getting out of your slave shifts and into commoner clothing. Meeting the proprietor of the Tattered Thread, Marilla Kenai, an expert seamstress in the Sorrows, you set the record straight immediately that you aren't running from anyone, and you tell Marilla what's what. And kick off a moment of shopping, ending with a haggling over the price of some trinkets, and Aurora learning that Marilla holds some magical items, albeit off the shelves. Putting an end to the haggling, Magrim just drops the money onto the counter, scoops them all up, and heads out the store before anyone really notices. And then it is time to head off to the general store, the Grit and Grime Emporium, and then the smithy after that at the Rusted Forge to get your inventory in order. Finally, after a tremendous amount of perusing the inventory of said trade establishments, you finally make your way to the mayor's home to learn that he needs help, or he needs the help of some able-bodied folk due to his condition of broken legitis, and gives you a few errands around town, and also mentions to you as a point of priority a homicide of sorts to investigate in a house currently under guard. Those, for a reminder, additional errands are to check out the stolen silver with Uriah Lorne at the Silver Whisper, a missing child from a lady named Mara near the Rusted Forge, the fact that the forge is haunted, allegedly, and to check in with Bauer at the Rusted Forge. Thieves in the night. Lorna Dews at Dews End has had some trouble with thieves stealing her shit. And there's an issue with the water in the underground well here within the Sorrows. And to check in with Breeder at her herbalist shack. However, before you can do any of those, you tell the mayor that you will look at the scene, the homicide scene, and tell his man Gangle whether you accept the job after seeing it. And the house in question is revealed to have a large hole in the middle of the floor with an abundance of bloody evidence. You choose to mage hand the weasel familiar into the hole as Aurora purchases some climbing equipment to allow you all to safely descend, and seeing a long tunnel through the eyes of Stinky the Weasel that heads northwest towards the temple, you collectively decide this is a task you will take on. However, uncertain about what made this tunnel or hole, but curious about where it leads, and without a second thought or any concern about what a so-called drunkard could provide you information about, you go spelunking. After 30 minutes of slowly making your way through it, you hear non-bestial, conversational chittering, and choose to continue to the end of this tunnel, which opens into a cavernous space. At that point, Lokar's training triggers, and he chooses to dash towards the chittering, ensuring if anyone is going to get the drop on anyone, it will be you on whatever is there.
That's
Lokar, you dash around the corner, and you see a scene of a campfire within the flecks of light, with insectoid-like creatures circled around a burning fire. Held in their hands are long, curved spears and belts holding a variety of weapons. Beyond the fire is a large creature with massive claws, scaly skin of pinks, greens, and greys, long, curved pincers for a mouth, and a mysterious, curious marking on its chest. The creature has a large chain around its neck, which leads off to beyond your sightline to the south. They seem to be in the middle of a conversation, and you have a moment to assess the situation as you turn the corner just outside of the light of their campfire. What do you do?
It is clear that they'll notice us. I think by my dashing, I will
Well,
kind of,
like I said, you have a moment to assess the situation as you have just appeared around the corner outside of the light of their campfire.
Okay. In that case, he will
Just gonna
hold
put you back where you started,
in.
because Lokar dashed around.
Yeah, that's true. I was going to ask if I was actually over there.
Yeah, I think you just moved
Also-
there to see the scene before the end.
I had
Okay,
snuffed
yeah.
out my torch before we got this close, so I don't have light on me.
That's true.
Well, I have my torches, I think, still on,
You do have.
which is why he wanted. Yeah.
Yep.
Which is why Loka was so scared of them getting the first jump if we don't do anything. So he will stop and he will turn around, whisper. Intelligent people across, maybe still violent. And I assume they don't look like the claw marks or anything we've seen in the building, right?
What do you mean they don't look like claw marks?
Well, do I feel the big guy, for example?
Uh-huh.
Do I feel like he could have been the threat in the house or not?
You can't know any sort of information whether or not he is or not. He is.
Oh, okay. So like the claw marks are roughly the size of the big guy. I thought it was isn't it like huge? Wasn't
It
it
is.
like a lot larger than my hand?
It is. Yeah. The creature is a large creature, with large claws for sure. Whether or not it made the hole, you don't know one way or another. But if you want to say like infer whether or not this creature could potentially have made it, do a nature check.
Or
Oy.
mm-hmm.
Oi.
Your role doesn't lead you to like know whether or not this creature's abilities
Oh.
could potentially make a hole, but his large claws, from like just your eyes perspective, I mean they look very strong. But
Yeah, so he in like a weight class. Well, because the tunnel is like I think bigger than him, and I even feel like he is in the like. For me, in my head, maybe I have the wrong idea. I thought like we had a even bigger creature that made the tunnels and the attack. But maybe I misunderstood when you said like the claws were like a lot larger than my hand, and my hand could like not.
I didn't
fit in
say
there at all.
that to you. When did I say that?
I think when I look for the claw marks, you said like you put your hands in it and you see that it's like a lot larger than your hand. I think maybe I misremember. That's fine. If that's maybe I just have jumbled some things. Fine.
I think
So-
that might have been just the jagged rocks potentially look like shards that are bigger than your heads, but nothing to do with claws that made them. You didn't
Okay.
investigate.
So so I think this is okay. This can be innovative, and then I'll also add. They might be responsible for what happened in this house. I can't say for certain.
What do you do?
And yeah, that's what I'm gonna relay. I guess yeah, that's what I'm gonna relay, and I'm just gonna look if anyone seems to have an immediate idea of what to do.
Not a
And if
language
not, then
I
Luca's gonna do
understand.
something.
Not a language I understand. Mag, get your ass over here. Now, idiot!
Lokar, as you have chosen to belay your Russian, you can see that they are talking amongst themselves with the chittering noises, and you still have your light, your torch burning, and there's a moment where you feel with your passive insight that maybe the light caught their peripheral vision, and you can see the motion to the top one here seems to be like turning, like with a quizzical tilt of its head your direction, or beginning to turn. What do you do?
He immediately is gonna go in a defensive position,
Uh,
but not an aggressive one.
uh-huh.
So like something that would be the dodge action in combat kind of displayed right here. So he's like he has his weapon at the ready. He is tensed up, but
Mm.
his weapon isn't pointing towards the enemy.
Mm.
It's sort of more protective in nature
Mm-hmm.
to himself and the ones behind him. And
Okay.
he is just kind of just staring them down. They're saying, yeah, I'm formidable. Don't do anything stupid.
Got it. The rest of you have like a second or two to see like Lokar takes this stance as he looks towards the west. You have a moment to make a choice of what you want to do here. Aurora, what would you do?
I'm trying to bark Mag over here. It's not the way the spell works, but you know, it's command. Get over here.
Okay, you tell Magrim to get over. Magrim, you move. What do you do in this moment?
Okay, well, give it 10 minutes. You'll start ritual casting comprehend languages.
Start muttering the words to begin this ritual. Okay, Nissa. Realize I don't have Stinky on there. 1 second.
Is his steel wrapped around my neck?
Yeah.
Like a scarf? Okay. Maybe I could. As I was thinking of Stinky, maybe I could send him. I don't know, next to Lokar or somewhere nearby to kind of. I don't know, investigate or sorry, tell me what these creatures are, because at the moment I don't see anything. I have no idea what we're facing. So I'm just gonna go.
Well, yeah, you have a moment here to choose here. It's not like you have several moments. Lokar has. I did mention to Lokar that they're about to turn and see him, so you have a moment here to make a choice about what Nissa will do.
Okay, so I'm gonna send Stinky maybe right here and tell him just tell me what they are, what they look like.
Okay, you see him skitter over there really fast, and I will give him sight, so you can see through
He has
him.
been granted sight.
Sight beyond sight.
He can finally see.
He was blind.
For this time.
You should be able to look through his eyes briefly, like at will. And you should be able to see at least what he sees, right? Now? Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay, Karik.
I said see. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm not sure what all I can actually see. I think I either have a light still turned on my token or dark vision is on,
Hold on one
which
second.
should be off.
Usually a mini
You
light.
aren't... No, well, Lokar has light on him.
I mean, yeah, I
Yes.
have my torch on,
Yes,
so
it's
you can
torch.
see.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just when I'm
And Aurora, do you have
And
your
their
light on?
campfire also.
Yeah, you,
Also.
you can pretty safely assume I always have the drift globe on.
Okay, so there is light in this space, regardless of your
Yeah.
dark vision.
And the campfire also, so I think you can basically see almost anything.
okay.
Now
I'm gonna move up here to where I get a little bit of a sight line on one of them, and then I'm gonna hold Thorn Whip in case they move aggressively towards any of us.
Okay. With that, Lokar, you can see as you do not move out of their line of sight, you continue to hold this burning torch and you hold your axe in your hands, that they catch, sight of you, this one at the top, and you hear this. And there's movement where he stands up and holds the spear out in front of him and points it your direction. And there's some movement of, and you can see that there are others that scooch on close to you, and they begin to form a line and hold their spears in front. And they hear this clicking. What do you do?
Yeah, just make sure to just kind of like have this fighting stance, so like kind of maybe make them not get any closer. Just like like creating a standoff kind of. That's the idea.
They are intelligent.
They okay.
So if
I'm
they move closer, maybe like he starts to react, and so they maybe are a little bit afraid to move forward.
We're gonna open up a turn order here, since this is sort of an initiative here. So everyone roll initiative.
Okay. Oh goddamn! I rolled a 1.
Yep.
Considering you're going back and forth between Stinky, makes sense.
Also, initiative is probably one of the, it's okay to roll one there.
What is this?
Oh, that's me. That's my player view globe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
for
could
the
you could
stream.
paint
Kill
it yellow. You could
We
tint
can
it
kill
yellow,
it.
and it could be the drift globe.
You can
Gotta
see-
stump.
You
It's
hear?
Twitch chat.
It's Twitch chat. Yeah, exactly.
I was
It's
like,
Twitch
They can
chat.
maneuver.
You can finally
"Got a pearl?"
play Twitch chat.
This one, and then okay. Oh, what? Okay. So descending order is one of these insectoid type creatures, and there's a clicking of a furious volume for their clicking nature, and you hear that it's kind of directed towards the others, and they step forward.
Can I be kind of like intimidating in a way that they? Because
Well,
maybe I'm like reacting like I'm pouncing if they get closer.
I mean, you already look intimidating enough. to
All right.
encourage them to look like they are engaging you. He steps forward, and you can see that he takes a stance with the blade. Aurora.
I'm going to pull out my whip, and I'm going to raise my hand in like the universal sign for stop. And as I whip into the air and cause a thunder crack, I'm just going to hold my hand out, and then like kind of like motion to the side of my head, and then motion to Mag, and just kind of hold my hand out.
Okay, roll either an intimidation roll or a persuasion roll.
If that's not a pass, I can add to it.
Which was intimidation. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see like one of them chitter after you say that, and there's some hesitation with the one that just advanced with holding the staff out. Ooh, what happened to my initiative order? This one. Lokar.
Yeah, I think he's just continuing what he's done before, kind of trying to intimidate from moving forward and not get them, not engaging, like not get them, yeah, just trying to physically be a presence and reacting to their movement in a way that is clear that it would be dangerous to get closer.
I think they've already assumed that. Is there anything further that you do that?
Well, that's like he'll take the dodge action.
Okay. You take
If
a
I
stance
can't
of
intimidate.
dodge. Magrim. Magrim?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yes.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys know if I can move and ritual cast?
No, you cannot.
Okay, then he'll just gonna stand there then, and say, "I need exactly 10 minutes to understand what they're saying."
Minutes?
Or you can actually cast it as a spell without a ritual cast if you wish. You don't have to.
No,
No.
I can't.
Hurry it up.
What do you mean
Mag?
you can't?
It's not
Have
prepared.
it prepared, yeah.
Oh, it's not prepared. Okay.
You can
Well-
only visual cast it.
That's gonna be interesting. Karik.
I'm just gonna keep holding a thorn whip in case I need to hit somebody.
Okay, so you are when you cast a spell. I mean, I know it's a cantrip, but you're sort of like holding it as an action, right? So the magical words are still like held within your hand. Okay. I need to roll some rolls here.
Look at us trying to be civilized.
Yeah, I'm doing it with a whip. Back monsters, I'm trying to talk to you.
Two of them sort of hold their guard as if they are taking a maneuver similar to that Lokar has taken, but one of them comes up to the side of its brethren, and you hear a more aggressive chittering from this one, as if he is trying to convince the other to say a few things. And he listens to this other insectoid creature and looks to it, and then you can see his pincers sort of like wiggling and its antenna sort of like folding back over its skull, and you can see that it lowers its head and seems to have changed its mind from the original whip crack. So that's all of those. This one you can hear, like in the back of the cave, a and a clinking of chains. This one has done that, and this one is going to move forward, and there's some clicking from the back here. Nissa.
Okay. Do I still see this guy, for example?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
not?
through Stinky or through your eyes?
Uh,
You can see him through
myself.
your eyes. Yeah.
Okay. Just. Oh my god. I don't know if this will work. But I'm gonna move a little bit, like maybe here. I think that was like 15 feet or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna try and calm everybody down and go. Okay. Just maybe chill a moment. Do you speak human or whatever? Do you speak common? Can we talk? We're just here to talk. We just want to know what happened and why it happened. And I just raise my palms, as in like, I'm not trying to fight.
Got it. Your words echo around the cavern here. There is a lot of clicking and movements, a lot of hold, and a whip crack that echoes and reverberates around the walls. You can see as your voice reaches them that it doesn't change their demeanor in any way. You can infer from your passive insight that it doesn't appear like they understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, does it look like they understand me? No. Okay, shit. Then I'm just gonna ready an Eldritch Blast if I can.
Okay, I would like to just mention here to you all, I appreciate like why you're doing it. I totally endorse why you were doing it. But when you ready anything, you still do the majority of the actions as if you are gonna cast it. Right? It is a visual act. It's not something that's passive
Okay.
or like in the background, right? So to any other visual partner, like to these creatures, it looks like you're doing something still. That is the case with all held actions.
They see us cast, but they don't know what we're doing.
Exactly
And we don't
so.
know
Just like if they
what we're-
like
Yeah.
an orb of light in your hands, or like some energy crackling at your fingertips, like beyond actively firing at them, it still looks like you're doing something. I just want to make it clear that that is exactly how it works, rules as written.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I guess.
Mike is also sitting down there drawing in circles,
We're
Yeah,
drawing
they
circles.
can see him.
also doing stuff.
They can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him.
exactly. Yeah. There's this whole action. So you know, Anissa, at the end of this turn, like they don't understand you from a language perspective. You can all see that you're all doing something. It looks like a spell's being cast, or ritually cast by Magrim. This is the visual that they see of you guys. I will allow anyone to change their action if this is, unless this is what they want to do.
Guys. Oh.
What was that?
I think Darren wants us to fight them. I don't know.
No.
I don't think it's clear.
I'm not asking you to fight them. I'm saying visually, your actions look like you're doing something to people that don't know who you are. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Well, it's been for a round now, and nothing has happened.
Oh, 6
They're
seconds.
doing the same thing they did last time, and there's not been like a damage to them so far.
True. I have their motivations up here. Okay. Top of the round. This guy who has been spoken to by another one is going to step forward, and he has a reach with his weapon, and he doesn't stab at you, Lokar, but he does look like he is moving up in an aggressive way, and like holds his spear out within like say half a foot of your chin. As he's holding it there, you can see he has 3 arms, and the third arm is pulling out this curved like double-bladed dagger. And he holds it there, and you can see he's lowering his insectoid head, and his body is more in a sort of straight line as his back legs tighten. It appears to you as like somewhat aggressive. Aurora.
If it looks aggressive, that is what I said my trigger was for Thorn Whip.
Oh shit.
I said that if we get approached aggressively.
Yeah, but whenever you hit the trigger, you don't have to do it, right? It's your
don't
option
have
to
to.
take it or not.
I'll tell you
Whenever
what.
it
If he
happens.
stabs me, you can hit him.
Well, he would stab me, I guess.
Yeah.
And if I still have the option of if I'm gonna use it or not, I won't.
Yeah, always, always. It's just the trigger is like something happens, and now you can choose to
You-
use your reaction to do what you said. You don't have to do what you said.
I'm not sure that's true.
Same with an opportunity attack. When someone moves out of the range, you don't have to attack them with your reaction. It's especially
you can
important.
choose to use the reaction or not.
It's especially important when it comes to if you have counter spells and stuff like that, and you want to instead not use your reaction to use your hold action.
That might be a rules as intended thing. Very much so.
Let me just take a-
I'm gonna put my assuming Karek doesn't murk this man. I am going to put a hand on Lokar's shoulder, or I guess Lokar's too big for me to put a shoulder, probably on his arm. I mean, just relax. I'll put the whip away and like very obviously present no threat, and just kind of step forward and like try and mimic his clicking noise, and then like slowly point to Mag, and then point back to like my head.
So what I'm reading at the time for you, Karek, and I'm going to use this as a ruling today, but I will research it afterwards because I haven't read up specifically on whether or not do you just like say the words, and then if that happens, then it triggers without your consent. I mean, you defined the terms of it, but for now, I'm
Yeah.
gonna call readying this action a way of delay. You can choose to continue to delay this action until you're ready to use it for a total of 10 rounds. Take radiation, blah, 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 exercise procedure.
Yes, here it says when the trigger occurs, you can either take your reaction right after the trigger finishes or ignore the trigger.
Cool. Thank you for that post. So, you can right. Cool. Then you choose to not, or you choose to do.
Yes. Yeah.
Choose to not.
If he's still just being standoffish and isn't actually attacking, I'm not going to yet. I'll just keep holding it.
Great. You keep holding it. Aurora, amazing turn here. Let's resolve this one here. You try and make similar clicking noises, and pointing at Magrim. Can you please roll?
Performance.
It is a performance roll.
No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Because you're trying to
You want-
mimic.
Yeah. Do you want performance then?
It is a
Your
performance
is
roll.
better than mine.
Hey!
Wow!
Nice!
Oh my god!
Oh
Okay.
shit.
You immediately learn the language.
Nice.
The one holding the spear in front of Lokar is kind of like taken aback as you expertly manage to choose this very specific amount of clicks in the temperament and tonality that you heard it in a very specific way that simulates something. There has been like a startling effect, as if it is unsure about what the hell it just heard, and its spear instead goes to you, Aurora. But it looks very confused, and at this point it's gonna have to wait its turn. But Lokar, what do you do?
I think I'm going to move in between Aurora and the
No.
spear.
The
Don't
space
and-
for that is not there. Like there's like half a foot between the spear and Aurora.
Yeah, well, I'll push her back.
Does Aurora allow him?
I would like tell Lokar, don't frighten it. Reduce tension. It doesn't understand, Lokar.
So, do you let him move to your space? Can I
I mean,
move
you're
you back?
like that is what's gonna be. I would think.
Great. I think he just moves and takes on the spear and just kind of like intentionally like kind of lets the spear move closer to him and just gives the creature a smile as he kind of like kind of moves the spear right up to his body.
Oh, really? Okay. Persuasion or intimidation?
Alright. Is it intimidation through strength or through charisma?
Physical.
If you're
Physical or not physical?
I would say this is more of a physical way of intimidating or persuading. So if you want to use your
Alright.
strength modifier with whether or not you are,
Yes.
proficient with it or not.
Thank you very much. In that case, going to intimidate. I have proficiency in it, so I'll just use athletics. It's gonna be the same roll as if I do intimidation. Well, but I suck, so that's okay.
Use that inspiration die that we all have, apparently.
Can you please roll again? Because he matched your roll.
Oh god.
Okay.
Wow, I'm nothing if not consistent.
This creature, like as you move within it and you push your chest up to the spear and like pushing Aurora to the side, it looks over to Aurora and looks back at you, and he's actually just going to like push his spear into you as a way of you can tell that it is infuriated. So he's going to roll it's going to be like a small attack.
Out of turn attack. What is that?
I mean, well, you push your chest into it, so it's more like barely an attack.
I would still. So I guess he just takes his action early, or does he get 2 actions this turn?
Oh, right, it's his turn, right? Oh, fair enough. Magrim is chanting. Okay, Karik.
I'm still just gonna hold. I'll stay right here. Actually, I'm gonna move up so that I can put myself between them and Mag while he's doing his little doodles in the dirt.
Okay. Well, there's certainly a tense moment going on here between this sort of leader holding the spear, Lokar, and Aurora's. There's some sort of communication happening, and there's these guys in the back. This one, oh, they have competing agendas. Oh no. He does not convince him. Holy crap, I just
Maybe
rolled
Civil
2
War.
natural ones.
They made a civil war between these people. After this, they're gonna kill each other.
Well,
Level up.
wha-
Civil War.
there's from what you can see, Aurora, this one at the back here seems to be more like pleading with the one at the front, and then this one on the side here looks like he's more like instigating, and neither of them sway him one way or another as they both roll natural ones. This creature, oh, he needs to do a check. As he does a massive pull, and he's like, "Huh!" And he does a pull, and this guy who's holding the chain goes, "Wah!" And he gets yanked a little bit, and you hear this more infuriating clicking noises, and the chain gets yanked down, and you hear it. This one will also do a check. Oh, okay. That is an interesting roll, as this one at the top here is with this other guy, and you hear him also pleading. And just as this blade is like right at your chest, Lokar, you hear some clicking noises coming from the back that seem to have weakened the hold of the spear against your chest. This guy needs to roll a save. Oh shit. He gets yanked to the floor. Nissa.
Lisa's gonna move here, also to kind of shield Magrim while he's casting. And yeah, I think she's just. Have I noticed that these two guys over here are like pleading with this one, like maybe by their behavior or something?
They seem to be certainly in a less aggressive behavior. What they're saying, you don't know. But, you know, inferring
Okay.
from them, they seem to be less instigating.
Can I maybe drop the Eldritch Blast that I was holding and try to again kind of imitate their body language to kind of show that we are like also trying to not fight?
You certainly can.
Throw it out.
You can dropping the channeled Eldritch Blast is obviously some sort of visual of disarmament. So, but that's a free action to do that. If you want to try and convey calmness, it's a performance roll.
Okay.
Who do you mimic that to? Towards the ones at the back?
This one, like
Okay.
I'm
yeah.
trying to convey that we are not initially hostile.
Okay. Top of the round here, Lokar. You initially, as you stepped in front, you saw this creature stand rigid against you. The tip of this spear grazing your stony pecs, and with what's happened in this past round with the other creatures in the back, and also with Nissa and with the rest of what you're doing, he's going to take one step back, and he swipes the ground with the stone and makes some sparks, and you can see there's like a marking on the ground, which is like a gouge from the spear. It's like carved cleanly through the stone, clearly indicating the spear is very, very sharp. And we'll step back one more time and hold the spear. He makes some clicking noises. And these two look to each. Can either suspend initiative for the time being, or we can keep going. Aurora, it's your call. Do you wish to suspend, or?
We can probably suspend.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would do is like try and get Lokar to relax a little bit, put the axe away.
Yeah, I think the moment, I don't think you need much convincing at all. I think the moment he steps back, Lokar does the same. As like a show a sign of like,
Just gonna go back there.
I'll also drop my held spell.
You
The
hear,
whip.
you can see in the background, like one of the other insect creatures runs to help his comrade that's been yanked to the floor by this large creature in chains, and goes to assist him holding the chains to this creature who's trying to struggle. Sorry, hiccups. Struggling to try and break free. And holds it down and pulls out from his belt this rod with a like a lightning charge on the end of it, and zaps the creature, and you hear it.
Arcane taser.
Okay,
Wait.
fingers do they have? Any chance?
how many fingers?
Yeah.
Enough to flip you off.
3 4 fingers, and like a claw, like a thumb, like a cat.
Okay. Well,
It's also enough fingers to do finger guns.
It's
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
to finger guns, I suppose.
Yeah.
I guess I'll since Aurora and Isabum seem to be able to somewhat communicate. I will just say to them, you need to give them an idea that this takes time. At best, how long? You don't know exactly if they're how they're counting time, but still, it would be good to give them an indication.
Man, if only we had an hourglass.
You can see the insectoid creatures form a line holding their spears out in front of them. Their spear tips almost identically equal at length that hover above the line that they have previously carved, and they seem to be waiting, and they looking to each of you quickly back and forth, and there's some sort of quieter, and in the background it's like more aggressive, fervent clicking. I assume you were just waiting for Magrim's spell to go off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I think
Unless anyone wants to
I
do
mean,
anything for the next 10 minutes.
I think as like a sign of non-threat, Aurora is just gonna sit down next to Lokar and kind of Indian style and just wait.
Okay, if no one's trying to convey that we're needing time, Lokar is going to sit down, and he is pointing at Mag in the back, and then pointing at his mouth. And then he pulls out a bottle, puts water in, and kind of starts like slowly pouring it out, and kind of as a measure of time, to the ground. It's the best he could come up with.
That is a curious way. Let me roll an intelligence check on this guy. Roll a how are you gonna measure whether you're conveying his performance? Like you're trying to convey something by action, by not. But is persuasion to a certain degree?
It doesn't matter. That's why I wanted other people to do it, but it's fine.
It doesn't matter if someone's bad or worse than the other. Just do what you want to do.
Just, not be me.
You can't stop that. Just lean into it.
Yes.
There's some clicking back and
That's
forth
why I
in
did
the
it.
front line, and you're not quite sure exactly what you may have conveyed here. But there is some
Yeah, but basically, I'm
side
just gonna.
While we're waiting, has Karik seen or heard of anything like these things ever?
There's an outside chance if you roll a history check.
With disadvantage because of corruption?
Yeah, but basically, he's just gonna continue pouring down the water as slowly to measure, until Mag is finished, basically. So at least if they don't understand what exactly he means, they might still want to wait until the bottle is empty, as it seems to be the point of what I'm doing.
Understood. Kark, yeah, you've never seen these creatures before.
Yeah, those things are weird.
But well, as you look at them, they look like they could potentially survive in the desert, in the wasteland, for sure. Okay, anyone else whilst Magram
Well-
is chanting? Drawing circles?
Yeah, I wanted to recall Stinky back.
You can control the token.
So I'm gonna have him come back and then just return to being a scarf for now.
Okay. Scarfing it up. Boop. 10 uneasy moments go by with Lokar slowly pouring water out onto this cavern floor. There is soft chittering and with the front line. As Lokar continues to do it, they look to each other and chitter, and then look back, and then in some instances they hold their spears more firm. In others, they kind of scratch their head a little bit, and for whatever is going on between Lokar and this water, they seem to have not been persuaded to lower their guard. I'm just gonna move it here because it's more in line with the entrance. In the back, they seem to have gotten this creature under control and settled him down with the spark rod. It sort of huddles itself in the back, holds itself into a ball, and kind of shivers a little bit in what can only be described as seemingly fear from this spark rod. 10 minutes complete uneasily, and the chittering that you hear, Magram, is replaced slowly. It's almost like someone has changed the volume amount on a crossfade, and you stop hearing chittering and you start hearing, "What the fuck is this guy doing pouring water on the floor? That's precious water." It's like, maybe he doesn't like water anymore. Then one of them says, "You got that beast under control back there?" And then it's like, "What are we gonna do? We have to get out of here soon. We can't just stay here forever."
And the bottle is now empty. As you see, like Mag standing up.
They look, it's like, oh,
And then-
yeah,
and
I
he
guess
points
that's all
to
the
him.
water in this bottle. What's he gonna do with the bottle now? If he hates water so much, maybe he's just gonna kick it or something. And there's a lot of, Magrum, this is only audible to you. Everyone else here, there's clicking still. You stand up and you can hear what they have to say. What are you gonna do?
We'll walk forward. And he has both of his palms facing forward to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned that they look kind of like cats.
No, more like praying mantis.
Yes, but you said something about their hands being like cat-like.
The thumb that they have is, you know, like how a cat has the thumb like a little bit further up its arm. It's like that.
Right.
They're
Okay,
cat-like.
okay. Damn, I thought I would use my cat whisperer talents on this. Alright. Dang it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
puss.
yes. So yeah, Magrum would... Let's see here. He would move slowly in motions as if, he is trying to be as unthreatening as he possibly can.
Yep.
And he will attempt to convey with his movements of his hands and feet that we need to cross unharmed.
Need to cross unharmed.
Yeah, like go through them.
I think they're in like a
At the
cave.
end over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that they're in a
That's like
cave.
Oh, never mind then. In that case, I guess, I mean,
Mag, we need
Kill-
to know who killed the people. What killed the
Right.
people.
right. In that case, he will, let's see, move. He'll point to the way that we came from, like here. And then I don't have a spell. No. Yes. Well. Okay, I can use light. Can he use the light cantrip to basically point to this way?
You
And
have a
then-
mage hand.
That's true. He'll point with the mage hand at the way that they came from, and then make the mage hand appear as a question mark sign and point to them.
I guess Loka will also say, can any of you guys like draw or something? Maybe we can throw them
Yeah.
a seed. And if they react to it, I'll assume they know something about it, then they might say it. And if
Oh
not,
yeah, that good thought. Good thought. Magro will give some chalk to his mage hand, and the mage hand will draw.
Draw what?
Draw the like a line, like the tunnel,
Uh-huh.
and then it would go up into like a house, basically like a rectangle with like a triangle on top of it. And then there's like a big hole within the house where the line is, and there's going to be an arrow pointing at them.
Can Nisa add a few stick figures of the family?
With X's in their eyes to show that they're dead.
Yeah.
As you
Just gotta go. "Oh."
do this, you can hear and understand them. Obviously, you can't speak their clicking language, but you can certainly hear their reactions. And the middle one is like saying, "I think they want to go. I think they want to get out of here. I think they want to go down the tunnel. What? No, they want to build a house at the end of the tunnel, or now there's a family, or there's like stick figures, or some."
Matt can do the thing where he's like nodding when someone's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
getting closer.
Yeah.
Like,
Mag is going. Yeah. No. Yep.
And then like
Warm,
the
cold.
one with the in the middle holds the spear. It's like, well, if you want to fucking go, just go. And like sort of gestures with the spear to go. With everyone else can hear it. And he like gestures like, go, get out of here, shoo, shoo.
Magrum shakes
You-
his
you
hand. He shakes his head in a no,
It's like,
and he'll, I guess, draw a depiction of those guys, like stick figures with 4 arms and spears, within the house.
3 arms.
Do they have 4 or 3 arms?
3.
3.
Then 3.
Okay. It's like, I think they
Mac,
want
how
us.
about you figure out how to say yes and no?
Now they want to build us a house, I guess. You can get the impression as you hear them, like trying to misunderstand what you're doing. It's like you get the impression they're not the smartest creatures in the
Oh
world.
no! Oh god! We're dealing with grunge insectoids, guys. Magrum will say that out loud.
Figure out how to say yes and no.
Right. Okay. Magrum will draw, I guess, an X. No wait. What would be a good representation of a no and a yes? An X and like
Check
a
mark.
check mark.
1 click for yes, 2 clicks.
I mean, the
for
reality is like, if there's like clear rules for everyone, then yeah. But like, you don't know if they can even have a language that writes, right?
Yeah, maybe they can't read.
All right. Yeah, but yeah.
Maybe Nisa and Stinky can do sort of like a visual representation of what they think happened in the house.
You want to put on
Alright,
a play?
putting on a
These-
play.
Nisa can be like a family or something, and then Stinky can pretend to be the monster crawling up from underneath, and Nisa can be going like, oh.
I like this idea, Nisa. I pat you on the shoulder and give you guidance.
So everyone,
oh.
like, are you all standing in a line, or you just sort of like make room for Nissa to put on a play?
Oh,
Aurora just
absolutely.
slap
Yeah.
Out of the way.
Yeah. Sure. Magrum will also be participating as the ferret killed both of them.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ah,
I
waste
can't
of
wait for
time.
the art
Fine.
for this, but let's
Oh.
say like you take like 10 minutes worth of like performance of trying to convey in some way a death scene, or like I'm not sure exactly. How about you explain
I
exactly?
mean, the best,
Yeah.
just as an idea, you can do like disguise self, right, as free. Nisa,
Sorry.
you can do disguise self, right?
Yeah.
I can. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe the best idea is that you are the insectoids coming in and killing the family that lives in the house, because it's more clear that, you know, I don't know if they understand that the ferret is one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just, it says that I could maybe, but this guy self says that you can't change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs.
Well,
So,
you're just one
we'll
with
just-
2 arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be clear enough.
Close enough.
You have like a stump
Okay,
for a
so-
third arm.
Yeah, I can do that. I can maybe try to imitate them as best as possible within my limitations.
Don't
Right.
don't think about
Yes.
it too much. Just do it.
And we'll just
Yeah.
draw a bigger rectangle around you with a hole in the middle where you can come out of.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell Stinky, okay, you are the mother.
I'm the what? What did you call me? Excuse you?
You are gonna pretend to be the mother, and you are gonna like it. Okay, shut up.
Could it be a
Now pretend
mother?
that you're- Yeah, the mother of the family that was killed. Silly.
Oh, all right. This will be my greatest performance.
Yeah, just pretend that you're sweeping or something. Just make yourself busy.
He like goes over here and like grabs his tail and like stands up on his back legs and sort of like starts to shoof the dust or a small pebble with his long fuzzy tail. He's like this.
Yeah. Perfect. Keep going. I'm just gonna pretend that I come out of the ground and kill you and Magram. Okay? It's just when I do so, pretend that you are really scared and just dying from loss of blood and limbs. Okay?
Uh-huh. It's like, sure, I suppose. If this will get us solved.
I hope it will.
He does like some hops around, and you can hear Magram, these creatures saying, they got a creature that they can just, tell her what to do, and it can just do it. I wonder if they know how to control our creature. And another one says to him, it's like, we've got that creature under control already. He'll do our bidding, just like the Madame says that he should. If he doesn't, we'll just keep on sparking him. Ha! Spark. And Stinky is like, sort of like pretending to sweep with his tail.
Okay, and I'll turn to Mag and go, you can choose to be the father, or you can choose to be the children, and the mother is a single mother. But I'm gonna kill you. I mean, obviously, not in real life.
Magram will say, "Oh, yeah, surely I can be the father of my beautiful wife, not the father, the husband. Excuse me. I have also overheard that they are using some sort of device to control that creature. It was given to them by some sort of madam, ma'am.
What's
Madam.
the word for madame?
I don't. The way that the spell works is that I understand what they're saying in common, but I don't hear their clicking.
But you.
Also,
So if you guys, so I suppose that if none of us wants to have loose ends, with my invisible mage hand, I could swipe their device, and that
How
creature will be
about
turned
we
over.
not antagonize the creatures that have done nothing wrong yet?
let's
Yeah, let's just-
no, I
I'm-
think
I'm just
It's-
giving us possibilities, guys.
yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. I am also worried about this creature. They didn't seem to have the best control of him, whatever they're saying right now. So
Should
if
we
they say
maybe-
anything
Exactly.
about him, that would be good. Maybe you can incorporate it,
Well,
the monster also, in some later play or whatever you guys are doing right now.
I have no idea what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
We maybe offer them something. Is there something that we have that they would like?
They
I
seem to
have
be very
water.
concerned about you spilling water, Lockhart.
I don't. Do you have an extra jar? I can give them like 8 gallons.
I mean, I have bottles.
I can create water as a spell. I just need something to put it in.
I have the jug.
Yeah, I mean, I have bottles still. I have not destroyed the bottle, and I have actually 2 bottles that can hold, like, not too much. But it's fine. The 2 bottles.
We could bribe them with water.
This is just standing there, already morphed into one of these creatures.
I guess that's Dean!
Okay, do we do this or not?
Aurora,
Please,
maybe fill up.
Eat your familiar. I want to see it.
Aurora, fill up one of Lokar's bottles with the jug and offer it to him.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's
we're
do
gonna.
the play first, and then do the
Let's-
water,
let's-
and then...
Let us do a performance first, and
Yes.
then let's pipe them with water.
Yeah.
I'm going to push Stinky closer to the middle. Please eat him.
As you maneuver, as you cast disguise self, and you become as close as a resemblance to the creatures in front of you, Nissa, who are still holding their long curved spear in unison at you all. I mean, they kind of falter a little, not super aggressive. It's more like a caution. As you turn into an insect creature, they say, "Hey, she's kind of one of us." Like, no, doofus, she's not one of us. Look, she only has 2 arms. Like, and then wiggles the third one. It's like, no, she's got this weird little stump here. She's probably one of us. Like, and they start clicking more aggressively towards you. And this is like, hey, where'd you come from? We haven't seen you. Like, did you come from the surface? Where are you from? Click, 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 click. Nevertheless, your performance carries us like, hey, she's ignoring us. Maybe she doesn't understand us or something like this. Like, no, she looks like us. She must understand us. And Magum, you hear a tirade kind of similar to the Three Stooges in a sense, where they can speak over each other and contradict each other, and they aren't exactly really great at coming to an agreement. They all kind of have different theories about what's going on. But Nissa, you roll your performance with advantage as the whole group of people sort of come together here, as well as Stinky is trying to, he's sweeping with his tail, and
that was horrible.
That was horrible.
You do have guidance from Karik, but I don't know if that will help.
That's an extra
buff
D4,
10.
isn't it?
D4,
Yeah.
Okay.
At the crescendo of your performance, we'll say that,
Oh,
Perfect
oh
10.
dang,
Perfectly average performance.
Perfectly average. Kindergarten performance.
dumbass bugs understand what the hell you're trying to perform. Actually, let's if Stinky is going to also do a performance, we'll take both of your rolls and add them together and take the mean with the +1 at the end. So let Stinky do a performance roll too.
Do I do it or do you do it?
I think he needs to carry this one.
You can do it.
So as Nissa or as let me
You
just.
just need to roll a charisma roll for. I can do it if you would like, but
He doesn't have proficiency in performance.
Unfortunately not.
God. Stinky, come on. That's
That
fine.
weasel is useless.
Stinky
No.
overacts to the point where it is such a cringe performance that everyone is kind of really confused by this. He's he creates little sulfur farts that mimic his death throes, and he rolls around on the floor over and over again, like the worst death scene in the movie you've ever seen. He just never dies, so it looks like he's more having a spasm attack than he is having a death. And you watch as he does this for 2 minutes straight. And
Hey, that's enough. That's enough.
it's no, I must continue dying. Oh, it hurts so much.
Stop it.
My desire to step on him is rapidly increasing.
No, don't do that.
And he ends up just lying flop there like a dead rat on the ground. And Magrum, you can hear the insects basically saying, "They must be torturing that creature with psionics or something. What are they doing to it? Why does he look like us? She must be one of our superior beings. Maybe she's gonna put us through the same torture. Maybe this is an example of how she can control us with her brain."
and here we go.
And can Magrim, once they mentioned psionics, does that kind of help him try to understand these creatures? Maybe remember what they are?
You've never seen these creatures before. You come from a much far away place.
Yeah, but he hasn't read it in his past, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Psionics.
Yeah.
Does that tell him Magrim anything? Has he heard of that before?
I mean, the term of psychic and psionics, I mean, you know there are spells that are of psychic damage. And being able to communicate psychically is possible, you know, with like message and such. It's a known skill.
Right. Okay. Never mind. Magrim will motion to Nissa. Step away and please drop the disguise. They are very concerned.
Is it going well? What are they saying?
Too well. It's going too well.
She picks up Stinky and kind of puts a hand over its mouth and goes, "Stop it!"
You can only hear it telepathically. It's not making any sort of squeaking noises.
But it's bothering me anyway.
Okay. Scoop it, stuff it in a bag.
All right.
She
That
goes
worked.
back to her normal
Great.
appearance.
I think at this point we're wasting our time. Mag, if you can't identify common words, then there's nothing we can do.
But what if they are responsible for what's happened up there? So we just continue and presume they didn't?
Because
This creature in the back is possible to have been responsible.
We could kill them, but I'm not exactly favorable of blind justice.
Hmm.
Nisa's gonna point at the big guy at the back and just kind of go, you know, shrugging her shoulder as in, "What? Why? What for, big guy?"
You're like sort of like communicating in a very rudimentary sense, it's like pointing behind and shrug kind of situation. Okay. Dumb bugs, do you listen? You hear Magrim them saying, I think she wants to control our beast. What if she can control it and set it upon us?
Nissa, don't point at it. Please.
Okay. No, going well. No.
No.
Oh God.
You're
They
making
want
me
to tell
afraid.
They are very concerned of losing control over it. They believe that you are some sort of powerful psychic who could take over that thing.
Well,
I believe they
They're
very
not-
much don't have that control then. Well,
maybe
I
these
do.
are in our favor.
I feel like we should move on. Aurora is right.
We're wasting time.
Yeah.
Magrim will take a piece of chalk and write a line like there using the mage hand and bow to the creatures and take several steps backwards.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So
So
say like, okay, I think they're going. I think they're gonna leave us alone. Oh, we should report back to Menem as soon as we can.
I am.
Sort of gives a wave and leaves.
Yeah, you see, like Loker linger for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I am not sure this is necessarily smart. It could just start going up this tunnel again and killing things. We don't know if they're responsible for everything.
They're intelligent enough not to attack on sight, so they are intelligent enough to be governed. We have no evidence that they did anything wrong.
They also
They
have
did
a lot
mention-
they can't really control.
That's
It-
just
it-
because they're stupid, not because they're necessarily evil.
They did say something about Madam and reported back to them. So they certainly do have a society, I suppose. One that's ruled over by matriarchs. Similar to Drow, I suppose.
Maybe it's like the queen bee. Only it's not a bee.
I didn't know there were bees in Gerst.
Well, there are, believe me.
Well, I guess that means if we go further in, we're gonna meet more of these things.
Well, I have no intention of continuing to interpretate. If Mag can't
I
do
can
it,
see
then-
that. I don't think you ever started to want to do that, but I also understand. I
At least
just
we
think-
tried.
Can we at least let's
Mhm.
get around there and just see where they're going. If you say they're going somewhere, they're going up the tunnel, then it's bad. If they're just gonna go the same way as us, also listen if they're reacting to us going not through a tunnel. Maybe they spill the beans on what is coming.
Waiting.
When
They sort of
they
like watch
put them-
you go, and you can hear them say like, okay. Basically, what they've said is that they seem keen to see you go, but also that the moment they get the chance to report.
They react to us not going through the tunnel, but further down.
They are still holding their spears out in front of you guys, but they seem to let you go. They don't. At that point, the volume of their voice that far away is not audible enough for Magrim to hear what they say.
I mean, like, try to listen with like a perception check, since it might be interesting to know.
Oh,
Are you play? You need to let Magrim do what he wants to do.
Yeah, just saying. Not just saying it's impossible.
Aurora whistles that there is something over here.
You ran ahead.
So let's keep going.
It's like all over there.
As
Hopefully
you
we can
venture
I'll
further
try.
down the more naturally formed cavern, you come to a point where a large amount of a writhing of snakes takes your notice, Aurora, with the light of the drift glow. You can see, like, on the far southwestern part of that, a large amount of snakes writhing on top of each other. Snakes don't hiss, they just sort of maneuver, but they seem to be somewhat agitated by the light, and they sort of crawl on top of each other as you disturb their light. You can see two very large snakes sort of like coiled around each other, with many swarms of other snakes and darker fanged snakes also.
Well,
Gonna
so-
speak with animals.
so could you tell them to stay there so that they don't bite us?
Okay. I'm gonna stand here at a safe distance and go, good evening, morning, afternoon, ladies and gents. We're just passing through. We mean no harm. And she's just gonna show them her palms and go, will you let us through?
You can hear as you cast this spell, like some of the smaller snakes say, like, the light, it burns with the light. Take away the light, or I will bite you. I will bite the light that clings to our eyes. Mother, the light come for us once more. And you hear it in the back.
Once more.
The light won't burn you unless you burn back, my child. reach out and put an end to the light.
No. That won't be necessary. Just hold on a minute. And she will turn around and tell everybody, put all the lights out right now. Right now.
I'm gonna put a hand on Mag because he can see, and I'm going to dump out the torch.
I'll put a hand on Nisa and be like, you know I can't see when I do this.
I'm
And
also.
I'm gonna grab the light bulb in my hand and just mutter.
I put my hand on Mag's other shoulder. Oh my god, I can't see anything.
Nisa will hold Aurora and just go, that better?
No.
And let's just keep moving.
This is terrifying.
No,
Maybe we can start like slowly inching closer toward the right, toward the steps here.
You can see, Nissa, like within your dark vision, that the agitation of the snakes sort of disperses as they sort of go back to their writhing, and your Speak with Animals is still available, and goes, "Ah, pleasant darkness. We
Wow, you're
shall,
a beauty.
we shall let you pass, provided you don't bring more creatures with lights this way."
I promise you. You have my word.
No lights, please.
No lights. She will try to hide Inky in her hair or her pocket so that they don't notice him, and then like book it.
You already put it on your him on your shoulders, so you didn't mention that.
Yeah.
So, okay, and it is the blind leading the blind, more or less, as you all are holding on to Magrim.
Yeah.
Just follow me. Follow my voice.
this. This is terrible.
I mean,
The last
can
thing I want
probably-
in the world is to be dark, damp, and holding on to someone that's too hot to touch.
Am I? Oh, I didn't know that.
alright.
Like, quite literally.
Are,
Well-
are humans really this cold?
Just tell us when we can make the lights on again, Nisa.
Okay,
I
maybe-
feel like right now should be a good time. You can turn them on.
Yeah, maybe now it's safe enough.
Light bulb, 1,000 snakes.
That was terrible.
Yeah, especially steps was pretty difficult. Oh no, the light is running away from us.
I'm blind again. Wait.
Oh, oops. That's
blind.
the stream.
That's why I want to have a torch up.
You want to put a torch up?
Aurora, that's what you want.
I can cast light on your axe.
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Magrim will
It's
cast
just,
light on.
you know, if
the
we
axe.
enter combat and I have to be before Aurora, then it's a bit tricky.
Okay. Well, you, with the help of your Night of Vision people, expertly being able to communicate with animals to tell exactly about what it is that is agitating them, and passing by unscathed. Congratulations on subverting an encounter.
Yay.
Meanwhile, the insects are gonna kill the whole town.
I don't think that's smart enough.
Yeah.
They'd probably get lost in that tunnel.
The tunnel weaves and curls round, and the lights come back on, and you find yourselves in kind of like an adjoining tunnel that seems to be part excavated and part natural. As you round a corner, you come to a more open cavern with a number of crates. I'm just going to need you to hold right there before you maneuver. This space seems to be used somewhat of a storage. There are a number of ancient-looking pillars that support this this seemingly like natural space, but as you look closer, there is there are parts of the floor that are hewn and carved, but seem to have been overcome by rubble and the natural order of elements breaking things up. The 7 remaining pillars that you can see seem to be that of the similar architecture of the pillars that you saw as you were escorted down through Undergirst for the first time by Jasper. They seem to be intricately carved in a more of an ancient text in runes and symbols, layered in sections. There is a section of broken artifact text, and then a band of just smooth rock, and then another band of this text and smooth, and it goes all the way up to the ceiling, which is about 30 feet above you. Looking around this space, there seems to be crates and boxes that have been stacked in a somewhat organized fashion. As you stand there at the northern end of this cavern, you can also hear faint chittering that seems to echo from, well, you're not quite sure. It's here, but it's not here. Almost like it is like a glancing sound that seems to come and go.
We might
Is
be
it the language?
Ah, yeah, you have your comprehend languages
Yes.
still up.
It's for 1 hour.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for reminding me. The chittering for you, Magrim, is more like marching orders or formation calls, as if it's like a drill training. Thrust, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, turn, 3, 2. Like it's more like some form of military calls for martial training.
Step 1, 2, 3, turn, stab, 1, 2. Talker, is this military code or something?
It seems like that training. So we have a problem, I think. Go further down, the other insectoids might be coming behind us. And I don't know if we're allowed to be here, so we might get sandwiched.
Don't think they would have told us to stop if they didn't want us to come this way.
Well, we didn't hear them anymore once we moved past that, so we don't know what they said. That's why I wanted to listen out for that. So we don't know.
We have no choice but to proceed forward. Either way.
We gotta figure out what did this.
Yeah,
Carefully, but
we're probably also in this temple. Maybe it's possible.
which temple?
We saw from the distance in Storos.
Oh, the one in the Sorrows. Okay, yeah.
So that might be an option to go up and out.
Stop,
It's a creepy building.
Aurora.
Yeah,
as
and
you-
maybe we want to start sneaking.
So as you're talking and Aurora moves forward, underneath your foot, Aurora, you hear it click.
Damn!
Not good. Back up.
Well, then stay on it.
No.
Back up. Both of you.
Can I inspect what's underneath her foot?
You can.
Maybe to see what it is or what made the clicking sound.
You see underneath Aurora's foot a depressed slab. As you look out over the rest of the floor, it seems that with all the dust and the rubble, the joints of where these pressure pads are seem to be, well, if this is the only one or not, you cannot be sure. But
Well.
there's a depressed stone that Aurora finds herself standing on.
Does it look like anything I've ever seen before? Any traps or something?
It's safe to say that you have created your own traps for a reason or another, but never out of stone. But a pressure pad is a common way for a trap to exist.
We can disable this one. Just need to get beneath the pressure plate on one side and release. Find the mechanism for it. Find a way to have it constantly pulled.
Yeah.
Or we
Maybe
put
we
in.
Put a weight on it, yeah. Put a rock on it, maybe. To kind
Remove
of
this
keep
anything
it-
sufficient here. We also need to be careful to not step on more of these. It's probably not easily visible if I were to start checking my steps if there are pressure plates.
You
You
can just walk
can't.
directly behind me.
Aurora was just walking across and didn't see any sort of thing that
Yeah, but now with our knowledge that they're there,
the floor is filled with debris, dust, and stone that seems to be very difficult to determine if there are further traps without a spell.
Without a spell.
So about that rock. Unless
Yeah.
you want me to like grab something and just throw myself.
No. Don't move. I'm gonna search for rocks.
okay, well, don't move too much around. Yeah, I'll try to. Yeah.
Stay within this
The fear.
these two squares.
Don't move. Starts dancing around.
Yeah, Loka will.
You just see
Yeah.
Aurora, like the most impassive, like I've accepted my fate. If I die,
I also will see if I could just maybe even pull out the rock from the side of this wall. Maybe there's something, or there's some bigger debris around me.
There are smaller rocks, but nothing the size of Aurora, which you can see here.
Anything I could dip off maybe
Rip
with
off?
like a few hits. Tip off with like an
Oh,
axe,
chip off.
like with a pickaxe or something.
Do you have a pickaxe?
Well, I can make things and do similar things. I think I sold my pickaxe. Unfortunately.
I have a pickaxe. Actually. Or should.
Oh, I can get it. Can I?
I need you to throw it to me or something. I mean, to...
Yeah, I'll do just that.
Well, throwing requires shifting weight, so just handing it to Nisha is better.
Okay. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna.
Do you want to use it or?
No. It's better. It's better if you use it. I think I'm not strong enough to chip a chunk of rock off the wall. So you do it. And I'm gonna hand it over to you if I can. No, I cannot.
No,
I should
just-
move closer.
Let's just throw it. Should not be that hard to catch if you just do a normal throw.
I'll throw it to you.
And then I'll try to chip off a rock.
Just making you aware that excavation and hitting rock with a pickaxe will make noise.
Do it. Don't think about it now.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna look for obviously something that's gonna he can just hit with one clean hit. So it might not be, might just be, oh, it's a stone fell down or something. So
Okay.
repeated hits obviously are more suspicious, but if you can find something that's he thinks he can.
Let's do an investigation. See if you can find an Aurora-sized weight rock, and whether or not Lokar can gauge
Does
their weight.
Mag wants to help me or something maybe?
Are you calling me fat?
Alex, I think is be right back.
All right, then Karik, do you want to help me?
Karik?
Okay.
Everyone's
Sorry,
gone.
I'm here. I had just stood up for a second. Yeah, I can help. I was
Alright.
listening.
Hey, above 10, let's go. That's impressive.
You don't find like a sizable rock enough that will take one swing to chip off. You're not that fortunate. There are rock faces here in this natural cavern that could potentially take, some time to carve enough weight off, and maybe put that in place, but it will take time.
Stupid. I mean, if we could just get one of these boxes, but sure, we want to waste anything to get to them. He points to, like, the boxes over here. Boy, everyone is BRB.
Do we need to take a short
Yeah,
break?
like 5 minutes. Yeah, I think.
Should we take?
I think
Okay,
so.
let's take have a think.
few minutes.
Take a few minutes to go to the bathroom, grab a drink. I'll be right back as well. Then, as you think and stream, maybe you can come up with a way for Aurora to, not worry about her predicament.
Yeah, I mean, we could try to disable it.
I like how just impassive I am about this. It's like,
Like-
it's going to explode. This is how long do I want to wait until it explodes?
You don't know what's happening here. All you know is there is a pressure pad, and you've told everyone to stay back. And now there's
An investigation.
there was
An investigation check won't reveal any other. Like, we won't be able to find anything else if we do that.
I mean, the only thing that's happened so far is Nissa has looked at what it is underneath Aurora's foot, and it was a depressed stone, as if a pressure pad.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I think-
Lokar has looked for an Aurora-sized rock. That is all that's happened so far. And
yeah, I
and a
think you
pickaxe.
can investigate. It's just that none of us are necessarily good outside of Mag to do that.
Well, I'll leave that with you, and we will BRB. So BRB, guys. I'm back.
Come back.
I'm back. Is everyone back or still people BRB?
I'm here.
You're so quiet though.
Am I quiet?
So quiet.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, maybe it's my headphones. Oh. I haven't been told that you're quiet on stream, so maybe it's just me. So, what are we thinking? What's the skinny?
Aurora's about 5 seconds from jumping.
I mean, yeah. I was gonna say I could use Thorn Whip on you and pull you 10 feet, but I think you could probably jump more than that.
Okay, what happened?
I mean, I can let myself be hit by Thorn.
What happened? Aurora stepped on a pressure plate. It went click, and there's a depressed stone pressure plate that she stepped on. Lokar is looking for, or tried to look for, an easy enough dislodgeable stone that is the exact weight of Aurora, and didn't find one, and potentially could chip away at a bunch of stuff to make a collective amount of stones, but would make noise. And that is all that's happened so far.
Yeah, and the reason we are worried to like move around because we are not good at looking for these pressure plates. They're not easily discernible. There might be more.
Right.
We would need a spell. For
You know,
that.
guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I had a dream about this.
Oh,
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
nice, nice. So do you have the solution?
Yes.
What happened in the dream?
Perfect.
I woke up.
Oh.
Let's try that.
Everybody wake up right now.
Wake up, everyone.
Right now.
Inception.
Yeah, but Loka would maybe.
Yeah. No, I have a. I could. Magam could use a telekinetic shove to instantaneously pull her towards her.
Oh, just move the
Or
crate.
pull Aurora.
Can you move the crate over to Aurora? Telling shove?
See.
Like one of these crates? I mean, if you can shove her, and don't move too much around, otherwise he's be like, oh, you're traveling a better rate.
Lokar is sweating. Move it around.
What do we do?
Lokar's sweating and just Aurora's just standing there at attention like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I mean, they are within range, so yeah, I can pull them.
Alright.
Just as you're aware, pulling them is going to be the same as if you move off of it. It's not
No,
like you're
not
No, no, no.
Aurora. The chest.
Pull.
You've
Crate.
got
Crate.
the crate? Okay.
The crate to Aurora. Aurora can then, or maybe with the help of Nisa, switch out without releasing the pressure plate, and then we got her off.
Just like that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like that. It's easy.
Let's double check. What's
Easy.
it? Easy peasy?
Lemon
Well,
squeeze.
I mean, I think it's a good idea. I guess it's easier than disabling a trap if... You could also try that.
so the telekinetic shove is only functions on creatures.
Okay, let's put some rope.
wait.
Use your mage hand to tie the rope to the crate, and then we'll pull the crate.
Yeah, that
What if
works.
it triggers other traps?
Oh.
Yeah. No, I mean...
The crate dragging across the floor. I doubt there are more traps in this small space, but
I mean, we have to start looking for them anyway, so we could start looking right there, if there's any.
Mm.
And maybe we can just move. I mean, we can follow your path, I guess. We know where you moved.
I mean,
So,
Mage Hand could also like press on the floor.
the rules
See if
here.
if that can trigger it.
I think we should just. Matt, can you just try and see if there's any more pressure plates around here? I mean, we have to look at it anyways, and I think you're the best at discerning it, maybe.
Nisa, there's some thieves' tools in my backpack. If you would, please.
these tools? Okay.
No, she had 3 tools also.
I think
Oh,
I have
never mind.
two.
The Theron,
I need a slim, preferably.
Theron,
Mm-hmm.
I like to look for traps, but I would also like to use my inspiration on that natural one.
Thanks for using it for the team.
Sure.
Guidance.
Guy,
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah,
You
that's
already
right.
rolled it. His inspiration.
Guidance.
Aw.
13.
You got it before the inspiration, maybe.
that's a little bit better.
Maybe you weren't present when the description was read, but the floor is covered with various debris, dust, and such to making the floor difficult to discern on any sort of joins or depressions. Looking for traps, just looking along the floor, did not yield, anything successfully for you.
Okay, in that case,
Oh.
Mage Hand will start sweeping the floors
Okay.
and move the dust.
I would like.
Wait.
Now that I have the thieves tools in my hand,
Mm.
I would like to use my channel divinity to give me proficiency.
I'm gonna.
I mean,
One at a time,
you
please.
can also.
guys.
Lisa also has proficiency.
Can
so
can
if you
one
want-
person at a time please talk? Just.
I would like to use my thieves tool check to disarm the trap and use my channel divinity to do it.
Okay. You want to try and reach down and try and somehow disarm this pressure pad?
So I imagine in thieves tools there's things like slims or something. So I'm trying to like use friction and pressure to keep it locked.
So in the Thieves Tool set is a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers.
So the file would work, I would imagine.
Um,
I'm imagining it's a pretty tight cut. So with the sleight of hand, right?
You can look down and see that with your Thieves Tools in hand, there's not enough purchase for a Thieves Tools set to go down the sides of the rock that you have depressed.
There any like strip of metal or something nearby?
I can give you my dagger.
Well,
Would that work?
thieves tool's not getting in there. A dagger's not getting in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get the impression that Thieves Tools are not the right tool for the job here.
Right.
I can try
I
something.
guess
to
Lokar is going to, like, even if there's a pressure blade there, it's fine. There's a bunch of crates. He's gonna go right here.
You're
And-
okay there.
And he's going to maneuver. Can he? I mean, he's pretty long arms. He could probably reach this crate over here, right? Kind of 5 feet away.
Yeah, you'll be able to reach that.
And then he's moved this crate, and we're gonna do chuk, and then just crate this with Nisa, and then I guess I'll also like see how weighty it is. So,
That crate. So as you
Should I
get as you get closer to these crates, you realize that there are labels on them in a language you do not know. And
Right.
you grab it and you can like pull it across these other crates towards you and realize that this one is only really partially full, at least from what you feel like it could, or it's a light weighted crate.
all right. I guess I'll say. I mean, we can try with this, or I can try to read the language, or both. And he just kind of like puts it down, and he's testing the crate right in front of him on the ground, and see if this one is heavy or not.
Magrim, you get closer,
Yep. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in it?
That one reads in what's the language called? Hold on. In Thrycreen, it
Perfect.
reads makeup.
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 What?
Is there a way to open it?
I don't know. Is there?
On the crate?
The crate is nailed shut.
Okay, gotcha. Magrum would say it's written makeup. I guess they like putting some nail polish on them.
Might be too light to put down the pressure plate, but if I don't find anything better, we can try it.
How about another one?
Yeah, I checked the one directly from yes.
The one directly in front of you, label in the same language reads mirrors.
And how heavy does it seem to be?
It's heavier than the makeup one.
Do I feel like it is heavy enough to be like similar to a human being?
Probably heavier.
Alright. Okay. In that case, I am going to start moving the crate, but I want to see, since there shouldn't be any dust below it, I want to see if it is on a pressure plate or not.
Alright, make the investigation check.
Okay, well, is that really? Isn't it something I can see if I just,
Well, you're investigating.
because there's no dust there?
But you want to.
Alright,
Wait, hold on now.
let's
You
roll.
want to investigate before moving or after moving?
No, well, the idea is that, I guess any place that it has been on, there cannot be any dust below. So if I just shoving it a little bit decide to get a look, I can always see the moment there's a pressure plate there and stop,
Oh, I see. So you can certainly move it a little bit and see what's underneath it. These crates aren't actually covered in dust, and you move it and there's dust underneath the crate. You can continue trying to move it. Since
Well,
these-
I guess I'll try the investigation check. Sure.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Easy.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. No pressure pad underneath that crate,
Ooh.
as far as you can see.
And I guess I'll say that the information. These crates have been newly put here, it seems like, and I'll hand it over to I guess try to move it onto the pressure plate, since I'm assuming Aurora isn't fully on it right now. So I start to move the crate next to her foot.
She's fully on
So
the
it
pressure
starts
plate.
to. Yeah, but the pressure
Not
plate is
like
bigger.
covering it though.
Yeah, she's not perfectly fit to her shoes.
That is true
That
enough.
would be one hell of a good trap, though.
It is not like a Aurora-shaped foot size. No, it's about let's say
Yeah.
1 foot by 1 foot, like a 1 foot square, more or less, in the space that she's in.
Yeah,
enough-
basically, I'm shoving her foot away with the crate. So
Are you wanting to do this,
That's the idea.
Aurora?
I'm going to prepare to jump as far away as possible, so if I hear any more noise other than great. But yeah, sure, why not? My life is in Lokar's hands, it's not new.
I mean, I don't see how the weight can ever be less if your foot stays on and the crate stays on and the crate is heavier.
replacing a person's foot, the foot will have to come off first, and then the weight gets put on.
No, as I said, if
It's
you
like
just the
slide
pressure
the
plate
foot
is
off
not
one
perfectly
side
to a
and
foot.
Yeah.
straight on the other
Ah,
side.
but
Like-
it is a depressed.
There will be a
It's
point.
a depressed slab.
Yes,
So
but
crate
if
is
I
bigger than the slab.
You can use the
Yes.
corner of the crate and push it down.
Just jump off of it and blow up.
honestly, yeah, if you wanted us to do that, because come on, it's just there. He's not fully on it. If I use the crate to push her, the crate starts on the pressure plate already because she's not fully covering it, and then as the foot still on it moves to the edge of the pressure plate, the crate gets more and more space on the pressure plate. So there is never less weight on it. It's only more the moment I push the crate, and like there's no problem with like the middle or something, because the crate was gonna be in the middle while Aurora's still on the pressure plate.
We will see what the dice gods think of that. Because to match Aurora's weight coming off of it and then putting the crate on at the same time with different weights is very difficult. So there is a chance that you could be right, but it's not going to be flawless. And to not know Aurora's
Isn't it
weight,
heavier?
It's heavier, sure,
So
but you have to.
Yes, so more depressed is not bad,
you know,
since it doesn't trigger on.
that is a somewhat of a fair point. The trap itself, fine. Okay, you will take one crate and after with all this maneuvering, put it on the pressure pad before Aurora moves. Aurora, the crate like angle as you sort of like maneuver your foot around this crate being maneuvered into your space. Do you take your foot off the pressure pad?
I think I will shove it off instead of her putting it off, so we can make sure that the crate continues to move down on the pressure plate. I'll just use the crate to push her foot if Aurora allows it.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm done with the bit.
Okay,
Brilliant.
And yes,
gonna have a crate
So-
dropped right there. Okay, the crate is on the pressure pad.
this was a
Well,
I might be able to make it easier to find more traps. And I use Gust to blow some of the dust out of the way to see if we can see the pressure pads any easier.
Where do you cast Gust?
Just in front of me in this direction. And it's 30 foot. So I don't know if it's like in a cone or it just says 30-foot range or area.
so if it's in a line, it would be down to here, more or less, wouldn't it?
yeah. I mean, either way, we can maybe like form a line with Karik and Karik just in front of him, Gus. Maybe that works.
Okay, a small blast of air capable of moving one object that is neither held nor carried, and that weighs no more than 5 pounds. The object is pushed up to 10 feet away from you. So the range area is, you can cast it to any place within 30 feet of you. And it's a small blast of air.
It's like
so-
a 5-foot square, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say if it originates from you. It's more just like a single piece of like wind just happens on a single spot.
Well, I mean,
So
it's
you
okay,
can-
so I'll just keep
Dude,
doing it.
you can. This is D&D Minesweeper. I love this.
You just go in front of you, gusting, and we're all behind you, just looking over your
Yep.
shoulder.
I'm doing it in front of Mag so Mag can look because I can't.
Fair.
It's dark in here. I can't see shit. I'm just trying to.
Alright, then we have Mag that's in the front checking the traps while the dust is getting pushed away.
We're literally playing Minesweeper. Okay.
Yeah.
wha-
Mag tells me where he wants it, and I drop a gust, and then he can
okay,
look.
let's do it, Mag. Where do you want the first gust?
I'd drop a gust. Man, that sounds like a euphemism. Alright, let's go there.
Boom, gust.
Okay, I mean, you blow dust into the air, causing like a dust clouds, a billow. It goes. Small pebbles and rocks sort of spread out, causing it difficult to see.
Great.
That counts
Like
as an
move it
impressive, guys.
instead of up. Can you move it away from us?
So he's not targeting like an object. He's just like blowing like dust around, and dust in the air causes like a fog cloud situation, a dust cloud.
Okay, I use prestidigitation on the fog cloud to remove it.
Ooh, let's go.
Okay. Wait, what part of prestidigitation does that?
Cleaning?
Clean or soil
Dust.
an object no larger than 1 cubic foot. Dust cloud's not an object.
Okay. Well then, when it's on the ground, is the ground an object?
No.
You just prestidigitation, the dust.
Is any
off.
tile on the ground an object?
Guys, come on.
What are we supposed to do here?
I'm gonna hop on this crate.
Do you want to just blindly walk through the room and explode?
No, no,
I'm
you
going
can.
to ignore Lokar and keep walking across the gate.
You can
Hopefully they get your weight. You know, maybe they don't get your weight, but sure, just yeah.
you hop on top of the crates.
Why don't I Misty Stare?
Yeah, no, it's fine if you find a way through the crate. But yeah, you can do that also if you want to.
To the other side of the room.
Does it go that
Like
far?
there. Oh
30
wait, no,
feet, I think.
it's 30 feet. Wait.
Yeah,
Wait
it's
a
not,
minute.
not dimension door,
Mhm.
unfortunately. And you drop off the crates there, Aurora. You're gonna have to choose a spot there in terms of where you're gonna miss these step to. Or you could just follow the people that seem to have
Yeah,
not
I'm
triggered a trap
just
yet.
gonna follow.
Aurora, as you like come off the crates there, you kind of feel that there's a sort of small hole to like a much larger room through the cavern face, like a crumbling of a natural cavern.
I want to poke my head in it. See what's in there.
Send Stinky. What if you
What can you see
what
there?
if you put your head through?
Oh, you can see quite a bit as you go
Quite a
through
bit,
there.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put
Oh.
my Twitch on your spot. You see a very large cavernous room. It seems to be of the same ancient architecture that is of the room that you are in. On the floors are somewhat more recent paintings on the floors of like a floor paint, but on the southern part, as you can just start to see, there's a large amount of dust, and sort of what looks to be from this distance like paper or some sort of webbing. You're not quite sure. There are
Is that the giant, like, skin of a snake that's peeled itself?
roll nature.
We're not very good at it.
I mean, it could be.
I guess I would ask Magus and if any of these crates seem interesting as we
They
walk
might have
across
a-
them.
I
In
don't know.
terms of what's written on them, what's inside.
You want to stop and check them out, Mac?
I mean, I wanted to let you finish with the nature check first.
But the nature check
they're done.
is already done.
Okay. Then yeah, is the crates.
Mm.
What's written on them other than
On these
the first two
ones
that Max saw?
that you've walked over, there is textile, fabric. There is straw. There is steel and shafts,
A what?
arrow shafts.
Mm. Well, that one has steel. I imagine if we'll be returning, we could take that one to this black.
No, iron, sorry, not steel. Iron.
Iron.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, iron.
Interesting.
And that one has arrow shafts.
All right.
The rest stuff looks like it's for a festival.
So yeah, it's an interesting arrangement of makeup mirrors and iron.
The clicking for you,
I
Aurora,
will-
continues on, as you can see, like squadrons of these insect-like creatures seem to be performing military drills.
Stupid as they are, they're actually reasonably organized.
I'm going to pick up the iron crate.
Can we not?
Actually, is there the arrow shaft? The arrow shaft crate probably is also somewhat heavy, right?
Somewhat heavy, yeah.
Like could be put on a pressure plate. Heavy.
Potentially.
Alright. I'll use that one. So we can take the. So just we have one free pressure plate if you want to.
I'm just gonna hug the wall as tightly
Yeah.
as possible.
I mean, if you're a good trap slayer, you know, the wall is free real estate.
It's free real estate. You carrying this crate with you, or are you just letting it be?
Yeah, I'm carrying it with me. Until Aurora hits on this, and just so we have one. The moment we're out of what I assume the minefield,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna put it down.
Is there anything interesting on these crates?
Those ones? Those ones say there's a longer crate on the bottom that is written as spears. The one on the top is written as helmets. The ones where Lokar are read rations, and the smaller box on the top of that one reads bottles.
Spears, rations, helmets, bottles.
We quickly pick up some rations.
The crate is
rations.
sealed. You can
Yeah,
break
is
into
it yeah, I have a crowbar. So like can I like pull out the what's it called? The things you use a hammer to put in nails. Can I like get beneath the nail and use a crowbar to pull out the nail?
Can we not steal from the bugs?
Alright, fine.
They will actually have a reason to chop our heads off.
I feel like we can't really communicate with them anyway, so we want to run into fighting them eventually.
Doesn't mean that they're evil, Lokar. They have laws, they're obviously intelligent, and so do we.
Sure, but like we probably will end up having to fight them anyway.
As you descend down some somewhat carved, somewhat natural steps, you come to a point where, for the first time, not for Aurora, but maybe for Nissa, you see more water than you've ever seen before. As the light of the drift globe and the light from Lokar's axe cast on it by Magrim is, glistens across this somewhat still but very deep pool of water. You suddenly feel very thirsty.
I'm gonna be honest with you all. What Nisa would probably do is to just kneel down on the shore and dunk her head in, kind of gulping down all the water she can.
Seeing you
Oh God.
go towards the water will just like hold on your shoulder and like prevent you from like going further down with your head.
No,
The
God.
water.
Have you
Yes.
never-
Isn't yeah. The problem is if there's a lot of water in Epsilon, that only is a bad sign, not a good sign. Because why would people leave water around? It could be, but you know,
Not all water is drinkable.
yeah.
Well, we won't need to find out.
Can
Honestly, you know what? Fine. You're just gonna let go. You need to learn somehow. Maybe it just works.
Trying to teach a child, isn't it?
I'm parched. Are you not parched, Aurora?
No.
I've let you go. You can do it.
Well,
Go for
instead
it.
of dunking her head, now that she has had a few seconds to reflect upon it, she will cup some water into her hands and drink.
Okay. The water is fresh water and sweet and clean. You feel hydrated. Your cracked lips less cracked. But as you reach into the water, you can, see that this water is not just like a shallow pool of water. The ripples sort of distort the light enough to see that it is a rather deep pool. It extends down beyond your dark vision into the murky depths.
Oh wow. It goes really deep. By the way, you can drink this water, guys. It's really good.
Might be a
Yeah, no, thank you.
something.
I'm gonna fill up my water skin.
All right.
Just
Says the man who can
Me
create
too.
water.
Saying.
Me too.
Yep.
I'm just saying. You
Cost
could
us
just
spell
say.
slot. Well, I
You
can
could
use
just
that.
say it tastes perfect, and it gives you like something later.
It's fine. I'm not drinking it yet. I'm saving it for later.
I'm just saying.
I don't know about you, but swimming in Amit sounds a little bit painful.
You could put some pythons on the wall, right? And we can just climb over there if we want to. If
Swimming?
we're afraid of something being in the water.
That is doable, but it would be loud.
Well, that's fair actually. That's actually fair. I guess if we can find something. No, I guess we can. Oh, you know what?
Are those
Fuck.
more steps over there?
Yes, but it's gonna be like 25 to 30 feet of swimming to get there.
Yeah, I mean we could use Mage Hand to get a rope on the other side, but I'm not sure that's gonna be anything to put it
Any
on
loose-
spots.
loose stones? There?
I'm sorry, what?
Are there any loose stones?
Loose stones around? Yeah, there's pebbles and rocks around where you are. Yeah, you're in a cave.
Right. Bagam is curious to see how far this cavern goes, like underwater. So you'll take one of the pebbles, you'll cast light on it, and using Mage Hand, he will lower it into the water pool.
Okay.
To see how deep it goes.
Just on the edge where you are.
No, like the Mage Hand will like travel like to there with the glowing rock and descend down
Okay. As
slowly, so that it doesn't make a sound.
Sure. You do that. You create the light on a rock, and you once again gently descend the rock, hopefully not making too much ripples within the water, controlling it as a sort of angler fish light descends through the murky depths. You all wait and see what is to be seen. the light descends, and it illuminates like slithers of the surrounding cave, like it's not really a tunnel. What do you call it? It's like an abyss, I suppose. Descending down and down and down, and then when you reach about 50 feet, you notice that the rock is slightly different at around 50 feet. It almost seems like it's textured in a different way.
Oh boy. Boy. I have a thought, but Lokar doesn't.
I'm sorry?
I have a thought, but Lokar doesn't, so.
As do you hold the light there to like see what the texture is? Okay. You hold the light there for a second, and you try and peer through the surface that is now sort of still, unless you're still slurping up. And
No.
okay, you're all watching your bated breath, and then as it is, you wait and try and visually see what the texture is like. Is there something wrong with the rock? Is there something distorted? The rock moves. And it's a quick movement as it's like this texture sort of ripples around the edges. And then within the light, as you hold it there, a big eye opens up and blinks at the light. And then a large beak, followed by opening tentacles, and then it peers upwards and sees Lokar, Nissa, and Aurora on the edge, and this creature detaches itself from its sleeping place and shoots up out of the surface. And you see this creature break out of the surface of the water, and we're gonna roll initiative as it is unhappy about you waking him up.
Wakey.
Just get over.
It's big ass crick.
Dang it. What's with my initiative today? God.
Well, it's better than fighting the thing in the water.
I mean, that's fair.
Boy, I'm starting again. The engine is starting again. The Nat 20 engine is starting again.
Chugga.
It's the second one in a row now.
What the hell is that?
Great. Very common monster in terms of like what modules use. Pretty cool.
Wants to say Theron is basic.
Oh.
What?
Dude,
You're gonna have to roll
Dude.
your initiative again now.
No! Wait, I got 4 more Nat 20s on me, so. Guess I could waste one.
Where's my thingy? There it is. Okay. Me too. Come on. Where's my thingy? Okay, Mr. Nat 20. This large creature, which is kind of part octopus, part squid, part plant, I guess, shoots up out of the surface of the water after being disturbed by the light of Magrim. What do you do? It seems very, very upset.
Yes. So first question is like, does the water like cut off completely, or is this like if I go one step further, am am I swimming immediately, or is there
Yeah,
still
it's
some floor?
it's no. It's not like
Okay.
a beach. It's a fall off.
Okay. Then I will stay where I am, and I'm going to throw a hand axe at it,
Okay. Roll to attack.
and I guess. Has Loker seen this creature before?
It's possible. If you roll a history check, it's possible, based off of your maneuvers.
Sure.
Apparently not. You're focused on other things.
Nope. Yep, that makes sense. Nah, he's not gonna rage right now. I don't know.
You might want to.
Yeah. True. I'm gonna go and spew. Okay, it's fine. I have two. It's fine. Fine. I got one more. Yeah, I'll rage. More damage, everything more. It's nice. And then I'm going to try to hit like probably like in the neck area with this hand axe.
Roll to attack.
Not rolling. No, D&D Beyond, please.
Does it have an egg though?
Please.
I mean, it's like all neck.
Yeah, I mean like the yes.
I will attack all of it at the same time.
Yes,
Biggest
everywhere.
axe.
Okay, I need to roll manually apparently because roll 20 is being mean.
He's not picking up your roll.
Yep. And a 23 to hit.
That's fine. Like D&D Beyond didn't even trigger your roll.
Yeah, I pressed it, but it doesn't happen.
23.
Maybe it's
yeah, it certainly hits. You chuck it.
Well, yeah, I was trying to do damage, but obviously I also have to roll.
Ah, that's probably why. Oh,
Here we go, 12 points of
max,
damage.
Max points of hand axe damage
Yes.
plus rage damage, right?
Yes, that's already in there.
Oh, it is. Oh, plus 6. Okay.
Actually, and plus 3 because he hasn't taken a turn yet, so 15 points of damage because
Murder
my
loves
assassin
going up.
reps.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to present myself as the dangerous target, but I can't move any further. So maybe I'll say like, Nissa, please don't go back.
I'll take it on
Sure,
single-handedly.
Frontline got it.
Check out these muscles.
No, just
No,
make
no,
sure that. Let's make sure the front line is the first in the row.
He's
Okay.
terrified.
Magrim,
Yeah.
what do?
I have a spell for this.
Oh, is it destroy Grick?
No. So basically, Magrum will stand up. He'll look very apologetically towards this creature, which not sure if he's seen it. Whatever. He would profusely apologize. I would so sorry, sir. Please, if you could just go back to sleep, we will not bother you, and you will not bother us. Magrum is casting suggestion on the thing. He needs to make a wisdom save or follow the suggestion.
Doesn't
Of
he have
going
to
back to sleep.
understand your language?
Nope.
Are we sure?
Oh wait, hold on.
Can hear and understand you.
Damn it.
Unfortunately.
Quick, figure out how to cast Understand Human on it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If you have tongues, you could first cast tongues on it and then suggestion.
I don't have tongues yet.
Yeah. And also, it would be probably not the best approach because you have to touch it
I mean,
for tongues.
Man. Oh well.
it's a new spell.
If I cast told the dead on it.
You do get bigger dice.
Yeah. So is the target missing hit points? Yes, it is. Wow, whole 3 damage if it fails a wisdom save.
A gong sound is heard. There's 3 points of necrotic damage are felt by this creature.
Tiger will take a step back. You cannot hold bonus actions, right? Just action.
Correct.
And then that'll be it.
Miss Viturin.
Well, I'm going to hope very sincerely that Nisa follows directions for once and steps back, and I'm going to shoot with a bow.
And you're what?
I'm going to shoot it with my bow.
Oh, you're gonna shoot it.
If it'll roll.
Angry.
Nope.
Unfortunately, not.
You know, this is why I don't use bows. And I don't really see a reason yet.
I realized that
Roll
I
my
forgot to
action.
roll the wisdom save for that damage, and he actually beat your wisdom. Sorry.
No.
It's wise
No.
guy.
Too late.
Too late.
I just saw the damage. I'm like, oh.
Too late.
I guess
Too late.
it's good that that suggestion didn't work because you would have said.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't really have a reason to do anything else.
It is gonna be its turn for now, and it's going to make several attacks with its
Yeah.
tentacles. It's going to shoot one out at Nissa and one out at Lokar.
Oh no.
25 to hit Nissa, a natural 20 against Lokar.
Barely hits.
That is. It's unfair that you can also roll net 20s, I have to say.
I'm sorry, I rolled 2 nat ones earlier. Okay.
Yeah, on useful things.
You clavers. Okay, so Nissa, you take 20 points of slashing damage as well as the tentacles wrap around you. Lokar, you are going to take more because it's double the
Well,
dice.
maybe.
No, it's more.
Maybe
it's,
less.
It's maximum, right? So
Yeah, but I also have it.
oh, that's true. That's true enough.
If-
Oh wait, then I could just roll. No, I'll roll the whole thing and then you.
No,
can
no,
roll
no,
it,
you should
yeah.
roll. Because you did get max damage on a crit. You don't have to. You crit roll.
Exactly.
So.
So it is 61
Huge.
points of piercing damage reduced to half, which is 30. points.
And I
You
will
are
also
grappled.
use my reaction to
Hmm.
reduce that damage.
Yep, your stony
by-
stoneness.
Yes. By a d12 plus 4. Wow, that's not too great, but still 6. So I only take 24 points of damage.
24 points of damage. So
It's halved.
in his it's gonna grappled.
Yep.
He's gonna move you guys here. And he's gonna stick you under the
Wait,
water.
did he attack Nissa first or me first?
Nissa first.
Unfortunate. Because if he would have hit me first, and then I would get in his range, and then he attacks another creature, I could have done my sentinel attack also. But yeah, no, I did my reaction for the
Unfortunate.
reduced damage.
So you are both suffocating.
Nice.
Or,
Bloody hell.
what am I going to use for the suffocating? I don't have like a bubbles thingy. But here, you are now underwater.
Because they're like under the water.
Insta die? I'm not sure about that.
What do you?
It was a
what do you
critical
Yeah,
hit.
60 damage would have killed.
He would be insta dead raw.
Yeah.
It would have hit
Twice.
back. It would have.
Twice actually.
Well,
mean? Jesus.
it is.
It's the
a
thing with
large
instant death. If you get your hit points in minus, then you don't get death saves. You're just dead.
Insta dead.
That's right.
Oh yes, 30 maximum health. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
wizard boy. Even with a +3
I
con,
mean-
he's a wizard. but he can
Yeah.
hopefully do other things. But anyway, critical hits are fun
yeah.
for both of us. It is.
Mhm.
Wait, that
Very
is all it can do, I think.
I hope so.
If the tentacle hits. Nope. Doesn't need to do anything more. Nissa, you are grappled and underwater.
She's gonna try to free herself.
Okay.
That's the cool thing that you can do.
Teleport.
How do you get out of gravel?
Yeah. I get it. Misty step. But wait, it has to be to a place that I can see.
Yeah, but the water was
Clear.
right?
Can I see the shore, maybe, where I was standing before?
So you're under the water about 10 feet. So can you see the shore? You could, you
And
know.
you teleport to the ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
you-
any space in between there.
The thing is, though, it kind of requires a verbal component.
It's fair.
Like, well,
You're supposed to say it. It just comes out all garbled. She still says it though.
say it.
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah, just because no one can hear you scream doesn't mean you don't scream.
Exactly.
Sure. I mean,
Believe knows what
yeah,
she's saying.
enjoy the choking nature of it, but yeah, sure. Go ahead, Misty Step.
Okay.
It's gonna feel terrible in your lungs, but better than actually suffer.
But you can scream underwater without inhaling it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you teleport.
Sure.
Okay, where are you teleporting to?
I'm gonna go. Wait, I'm gonna go back to where I was,
Okay. there you go.
Further back, maybe. Yeah, further.
and yeah, if I can move, I'm gonna. Do I still have movement?
Yeah, that was just your bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna retreat. And go. I hate the water. I hate it. Like a wet cat.
Uh-huh.
Kind of going. All shaky.
Uh-huh.
And then Eldritch Blast as
Okay.
my action.
Okay. Roll. 18.
18 to hit.
Just hits it.
God damn. Okay.
Well, it hits it, and you can just see it just penetrates, but 8. Okay.
Yeah, 8 damage.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you.
Karik.
All right. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Hmm.
I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on the big thing.
The big thing.
So,
go.
yep, the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Squidward.
Sure.
Oh my.
Oops, not that one.
Constitution save.
Mm-hmm. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Get your effect out. There?
Yeah, that's fine. Just centered on the big guy.
Yeah, con save. Oh, okay.
He can't save. He can't save.
He saves.
So half damage.
Oh. Bummer.
And then I'm going to, for my bonus action, do I want to use it? Don't want to use it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Start blasting.
Starry Form Archer and take an archer shot at him.
Pew pew.
Anyway, I started blasting.
Blasting.
So that is in here.
Oh.
Cube.
12 misses.
Does a 12
Well,
hit?
it
Bang.
hits, but it doesn't really penetrate its hide.
Gotcha. That's it.
That's
my
it.
turn.
Okay, Mr. Big Boy, what you doing?
Alright, paint the picture here a little bit. So, I can hold my breath, right?
You can.
For up to minutes to my constitution modifier, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Okay. I am just grappled right now, not restrained. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And it's like these tentacles near the beak is what has grabbed me.
Yeah, I mean it's the tentacles themselves wrapped around you are only long enough to put you 10 feet underwater.
Do I feel like could I reach like the lower part of his body and the upper part near his beak and try to grapple him back so he can't move?
He's too big for that.
Yeah,
Even
like
with
quite
powerful
surprised.
build?
Your powerful build is only for like objects, not creatures.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and
No, I
then
guess
for
also
pushing
he's
things.
he's 3, not 2. Okay. I think we said if I can reasonably explain, but this is even larger. I missaw. Huge, not large. Okay. In that case, I feel like I can do a special attack. I'll try to break free.
I want to break free. Okay.
Free. I want to break free.
Yep.
Athletics check to break 3? Or...
Yeah. It's a grapple, so it's a post. Yeah.
Yeah, could have been special rolls or something. I don't know.
Very cool. Athletics.
19.
You wrestle with the beast from the depths, and you manage to, with raging pull, it suckers off of you here. You feel like the piercing like needles of its tentacles sort of like break off of your stony flesh, murkying the water slightly with your blood. But you manage to pull it off and wrestle yourself free.
All right. Okay, it's a half movement in water if you're swimming, right?
You're 10 feet under. Yeah, it's half. It's difficult terrain.
All right. If I'm 10 feet under, okay, but I can still make it if I go directly. Okay. I mean, opportunity attacks only get triggered when you move out of their attack range, right?
Right.
I guess he has attacks. I guess he has other attacks maybe that have different ranges. I'm just going to bonus action disengage with Step of the Wind.
Okay.
And I have 40 feet of movement. So this is 15. It should be somewhat similar diagonally because of
Yeah, you'll make it up.
Pythagoras. Yeah, this guy almost killed me, and I think he's gonna tell everyone to back up and get this thing out of the water if we want to fight it. So he's going to use the rest of his movement, which is 20 or 15. So I'm just gonna do 15. Go over here.
10 feet up, 15 feet across.
Yeah, but
25
diagonally it's
movement.
like
But this 15
12
of that
feet.
movement is difficult terrain, so 30 feet. So you're.
Yeah, it was more like 12 feet.
Let's put you there.
okay, that's fine.
Magram.
Okay. I'd rather that thing stay where it is.
Hmm.
Honestly.
Hmm.
As a fine moonbeam, I like it.
It's a nice
Yeah.
moonbeam, yeah.
It sure is. Can I get a web?
Can I get a hell whip?
Yeah.
Oh god, you just want
20
all
foot cube.
magical effects coming out. Web.
20 foot cube. 20 foot cube, please, miss.
20 foot cube. Like that?
Like that.
Nothing
That's-
anchor.
It has this,
Yeah.
You have to anchor it to something to make it stick.
The walls.
Oh, is it? Wait, it's 20 foot radius? Or 20 foot cube?
Yeah.
20 foot cube.
Thought that was a cube that is 20 feet wide on the sides,
Mm-hmm.
which would be 10 in the way you're measuring there.
10?
Yeah, because it's 20 on each side. That's measuring from the
Laren is
center
correct
out.
with the model.
Then that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that. I guess.
Does that let it stick to the walls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So long as it works.
And he will do a. Each creature enters its turn.
Or
Sure.
Yeah.
Or starts its turn in them. He makes a strength save. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Anything else, sir?
A bonus action, Aurora moves 5 feet back.
That works.
Cool.
That's it.
Miss Viturin.
Blink. No, still doesn't want to do it. Nope. We're gonna take that advice and keep walking backwards.
Okay.
Probably. Right there.
Okay. Strength save.
Dex.
Oh, it's a dex save, sorry.
Dex.
Oh, dex
Against
first,
web,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Needs a con save for Moonbeam also.
Right. Okay, well, I can take the. Oh, I haven't done the con save yet. Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. All the saves, indeed. So, must make a dexterity save. Is restrained as long as it remains in the web or until it breaks you. Okay, it actually fails its dex save. Web on a water creature is completely out of the blue. You've never seen anything like this. It is vastly sticky. It is strong, though. But for some reason, magical webbing is stickier still. He fails his con save, let's say because of the webbing. So he'll take the moonbeam damage.
I mean, re-roll it, or are we taking from before?
You can reroll. It's more interesting to have it reroll. Nine. That's 9. Okay. Is that it? Dex save, con save? Any other saves?
Yes.
Yep.
And he's restrained,
He's
so
restrained. He can't move.
advantage on all attacks rolls, and you
Yep.
have advantage on attack rolls against him.
But his,
Yeah.
It can't move.
he can't move. So it writhes around. It will use its strength to break free as its action.
Okay. It needs to beat my spell DC.
And he fails. He's
Yes.
writhing in the webs.
Hey,
He can't do shit.
microwave, let's go.
Nissa.
Okay, I'm gonna move back a few feet, maybe 5.
If you Eldritch Blast it, you have advantage.
Yeah, I know. So I'm 35 feet away. Do I have advantage if I move even further back?
Yes, because it's
It doesn't
restrained.
matter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Okay.
moving. It's really easy to hit.
So I'm gonna step back to where Aurora is and then Eldritch Blast.
Pew pew.
Which bullet?
Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Eldritch Blast. Oh no! It was almost 19.
I mean, look, you hit it. It's big enough to hit. It's just
I mean-
its height is too
I mean,
thick.
but why did you roll once? You roll again. Advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it's advantage. Yeah.
Just remember. Ooh!
Yay!
Let's go.
Let's roll
There's
that.
the damage.
Roll
Big
plus
damage.
10.
Yes.
Yay, you could do almost 1/3 of his crit.
1/3 of what he did to you.
14 damage, yeah.
Yep.
You blast off like part of its tentacle, and it like sprays this sort of purplish blood into the water, murkying the water still.
That's disgusting.
Uh huh.
But yeah, that's all. That's all.
Kark.
Alright, for my bonus action, I will hit him with the Starry Archer.
Advantage.
Yep.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
Oh, so close.
Ah, it's good enough though.
I was almost a crit.
Almost. Dirty 20. 5 plink damage.
Yep. And then for my action, I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at him.
Alright.
Advantage. Advantage. Advantage.
And the next one gets advantage, advantage, advantage.
Dang.
I guess not, actually.
It
Never mind.
ricochets off of its hide and shoots off into the cavernous space and shatters into sparkly dust.
Mm.
Alright,
Ew.
and then I will also take the advice and move back. Actually, no, I'm gonna move to this side.
Right.
Stinky's curled up in a corner.
He's like, don't drown me! Don't drown me! Don't drown me!
Drown Nisa, not me.
Alright. I'll have to throw a javelin at this range. Unfortunately so, but that's okay.
Do you have many javelins?
I got a javelin.
Single javelin. Javelin? Javelin.
Javelin.
Throw
Single
that.
Get rid of that single javelin.
Well, maybe if we kill it, we can maybe get it back. We don't know. And D&D Beyond. Okay.
This is not working for you.
Okay, this works. Alright.
Is your attack not working right?
Yeah, it's not working.
We'll roll
Look
again.
I'll try it on your sheet. 1 second. See if it works for me.
Yeah, maybe we can also try.
Oh, now some. Okay, Adam strikes work. Maybe it's just because it's a magic +1 javelin. Yes, I guess. Actually, I have another javelin. Let's throw that one then. I guess. I have a normal javelin. Actually, let's throw that one first. Maybe that works.
That one's not like equipped on your sheet. I suppose.
Well, it's one free action to equip up a weapon, right?
No, I'm just saying like from
Whatever.
a functional perspective.
Yeah, I've just
Yep.
equipped it now, so it is now, but it doesn't work either.
Okay.
I will.
Just roll with your +6.
Yeah. So 2d20, keep highest one +6. Actually, I have 5 because I'm gonna use.
Are you using the regular javelin? Okay.
Yes.
17.
Wow, 2 12s. Did I
yeah.
get something for doubled?
It's a chaos bolt.
Like,
So it just like breaks out of the javelin. It sticks in the flesh, but it doesn't penetrate to the hide.
Honestly, my fault. If I should use the other one, it would have hit.
Exactly. You had the opportunity. You were too precious about your +1.
Absolutely my fault.
If only you would use the +1. Arena javelin. Okay. Anything else?
No, I just walk back.
Okay, Mr. Webbing.
Okay.
Actually, I'll drink a potion. Sorry, that's one section.
Okay. One of the precious potions. Nice.
Okay, Megan will cast Mind Sliver on this creature. It needs to make an intelligence save.
You just want to go through the entire. Oh god.
He's just going down a spell list.
It's going down the
Yeah.
attribute score.
I mean, it works really well. The saves is harder for him now.
He fails. Not a single creature.
Keep spamming
Okay.
Mind Sliver, don't let it out.
Yeah, and next save it makes, reduce it by d4.
Okay.
Oh, oh god, what will Magram say? You're so ugly you can be a modern art masterpiece.
Doesn't understand
We've had
you.
that one before. We've had that one before, Mag.
What?
You're so ugly you could be a Picasso.
Yes, that's my turn.
Aurora.
Pew. Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's go.
Pew.
Oh, there are a few pews
That's a
down,
lot.
down on the street. What the hell? Oh,
Aw, that's
Aw.
unfortunate.
Oh,
When I get
Yeah,
piercer, I can
mats on
fix
your
that.
end.
Don't worry. That's what you
Okay.
Nice.
It will use its turn to try and break free again.
With a minus D4.
With a minor. Freaking hell.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, with the
No,
D4.
it's a save. It's not. It's a check, right? It's.
oh yeah, yeah,
it's-
true. This one is
it's not
against
save.
the DC, but it's not
Yeah.
to save. That's true.
yo, what the hell? Oh,
He'll take that minus D4 versus Moonbeam, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the DC
For-
Against
for
what?
web?
For web 14.
He makes it.
He still needs to make a save against Moonbeam.
Mm-hmm.
That he does. Con save.
On 13.
Minus a 1d4.
Fails.
D4.
Roll your moonbeam damage. Oh
Oh.
man, that's such a shame.
Sad beam.
It's
D10,
sad
he rolls
beam.
2
It breaks free as it's searing from this moonbeam. You can see it's taking some serious damage from all your like critical attacks, and it is doing really bad. But it does break free from the web as the moonbeam like chars one of its tentacles into a withered strand of a tentacle and like burns off, now having only 3 tentacles. It echoes a screech through the cavern like "Ah!" and it's going to swim straight down.
bye, Felicia.
It flees.
Oh my god.
It can swim
Well-
quite far, so it disappears from your vision at the moment. But it's your call if you wish to get close to the edge again.
Jump
The
in.
glowing, the glowing rock is still there.
The glowing rock is
In the
still out
water.
there. Well, no, you've used web, which is a concentration spell, so the light would have gone.
Light doesn't
Oh,
take
light
concentration.
doesn't. But then Lokar's axe doesn't have light on it.
Yeah.
That disappeared. Yes. If you
yeah.
recast light, then the old
So,
light disappears. Tiny.
well, I mean, you're
still have
still
Oh.
you're quite far away from the edge, so you won't be able to see any way into the surface of the water at this point in time. But Nissa,
Makes sense.
the creature has descended into the depths below the surface. What do?
There's no way I'm coming closer to the shore. Because it'll pull a Balrog on me like I'm Gandalf. No, I don't want to.
Run, you fools!
Why, you fools?
Okay.
You fools.
So
I-
what do you do?
I don't know. I
I panic.
can't attack it. I don't see it, right?
No, you don't see
I don't
it.
see it.
Crying is a free action.
I'm just
But what to do with the action then?
Backflip.
no.
Fetal position is a full action.
Ah, there we go.
I'm gonna move here
Hmm.
and stay there for now.
Cower behind the torment.
you gonna-
Maybe ready. Yeah,
Damn.
maybe ready an Eldritch Blast just in case it comes up. As soon as I see it resurface, I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay, with the trembling hand that's holding the eldritch energy, you're like, "Ooh." Okay, Kark.
Yeah.
Just. I mean, it disappeared, so.
I should
I'm just gonna-
do that.
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
I'll
hurt.
go cast Cure Wounds on Lokar
Okay.
at 2nd level.
He's a fine, strapping boy. Holy crap, that's a strong heal.
Oh wow.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay,
And yeah, that's it.
question here. Is anyone going to approach the edge of the water their turn?
No.
Hell no.
We've learned our lesson about spooky water and
I
graves.
mean, we can like
Well,
try to use.
No.
we need
I mean,
to cross
if Mag
the
wants
other
to
way.
sacrifice himself for his curiosity again, let him.
We do still need to cross, don't we?
We still need to cross.
Because we did see that there's another shore over here, I think. Like the path continues.
This dubious
Wait.
map design saying I have to go that way.
Yeah, unless we
look-
find a way to get through that
Uh,
loophole.
No one's forced
I
you to
have
go
approached
anywhere.
the water.
Yeah, I mean, we can use
We can miss this step one more time, but
I mean, we
I
can
don't
use the time and dash across. I think everyone can make it in 6 seconds on the other side. This thing is still writhing from pain.
The moonbeam
Yeah,
is still in the middle of the pool.
Yep.
Yeah, you can.
Encouraging
Wait, dude, you can microwave the.
Hang on. Also,
The
hold
water.
on. Oh no, never mind. It takes an action to do so. I was gonna say on my turn I could also move it and lower it down into the water. But
Yeah.
You
I
can
used
bet-
my action for
you
cure
used-
wounds.
Yeah,
So
that's why I said if anyone approached their turn, and Ember said no, so it would have had its turn and it would have moved, and you wouldn't be able to see
Yeah.
where it is. So, okay, so the
But yeah, I
waters.
think we.
Let's just toss her weasel over here or something. Make sure there's nothing over there.
toss the weasel.
Okay.
You gonna toss?
Lokar,
the
you're up.
weasel?
you yeet it across the fucking.
Yeet it over there.
I think Lokar is just he doesn't want. I'm sorry, but he doesn't want to take any more time, and he can get across very quickly.
Okay.
Actually, he can just get over it with normal movement.
Just like
That is
dive
40
in,
feet of movement.
plunge in, and get over
Yeah.
there instantly. That makes sense.
He's just.
would we have to make a big jump?
You would have
Or
to
not.
dive. You would
But
have to dive
oh,
in.
actually-
It's just because Lokar.
Actually, I could also make the jump. Actually.
Yeah, Lokar could jump it. That's the thing. So the rest of you would have to sort of dive into the water. The creature it swam away. Whether or not it's still there, waiting for you to jump
No.
in. It's your question. It's your call. What do you do?
Jump in, start swimming. I can get there with a dash action. I can get here. Get behind Lokar.
Magro.
So swimming is just difficult terrain, right?
Yes.
Unless we have a swimsuit.
Yeah. Then. Yeah. Magam will just dash for his action
You dive into the water.
and over there.
Okay.
I will do the same.
I'm assuming everyone knows how to swim.
I don't know. I grew up in the desert.
Yeah, it's a question. Do you know how to swim? You're a turtle.
Well,
I
he's
mean, we can roll
naturally.
for it. We can
buoyant.
roll for it. Tell
Okay,
me what to roll.
We roll for whether or not you know how to swim.
Karik is buoyant.
Boy.
Be real.
Karik is buoyant. He's more of a stone than buoyant.
Karik is very dense.
But do you displace more water than you weigh?
I don't know.
Does
Just roll it
Lokar
here.
skip him like a like a Beyblade?
It could throw you over, but it would hurt probably.
Let's see here. Because this could be an RP moment, I suppose. Does Karik know how? I mean, Karik certainly won't have ever encountered a large enough piece of water that wasn't held with some sort of revere or high exalted respect. Water in the desert, in the wastelands, is few and far between, except for a few oases here and there, which you and your tribe would have known about. But certainly you would never have swam in it, because that is just disrespectful. So I would say 100% you don't know how to swim. So I'm going to put you back there, because jumping into the water, you would sink.
And so Lokar, I guess we would say. Wait, what do we say actually? Yeah. As
Are
we
you
all
guys
swim over.
coming
Okay,
or
I've
not?
got a rope. I'm gonna tie it around myself, and hand the other end to somebody.
Yeah, I guess I can throw you a rope also, but yeah, you can also throw your rope to me, whatever you want.
Sure.
God, they don't know how to swim, do they?
Seems
Right,
like that,
Carrick?
or maybe he's just being careful. I mean, it's fine.
So, do you know how to swim?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, hold on.
How do you
Lakar
two
will
not know
try.
how to swim?
We live
I've
in the
never seen this
desert.
much water.
So do
What do
I.
you mean?
Well, not everyone has military training.
You probably had a swimming pool, you rich kid.
That's probably also true.
I will not
Okay.
deny that the Baron has a swimming pool.
I can
I
use
mean,
telekinetic to help you swim.
Yeah, and I'll pull the rope. So you don't swim, you just get pulled.
You're just like shoving
I'll
them
just-
through the water.
I'll
Yes,
just
I
hold
pull the
on.
rope, and Magrum shoves also.
Yeah, towards us.
Oh my god. I just hold onto Carrick's shell like a monkey.
Surfboard. And Stinky holds on to you as if like he knows the show. It also doesn't know how to swim, and it is like Stinky's claws are like he's wrapped around your neck, and he's like digging his claws into your neck, and you feel him like shivering. He's like, "Don't drown me! Don't drown me! Don't drown me! Don't drown me!"
So I tied the rope around me, and then I went inside my shell and just let Lokar do all the work.
So you jump in, and Lokar's gonna have to like grab hold of this rope and pull you, but you're gonna sink like a stone as you go inside your
Hey,
shell.
I'm also using telekinetic to pull them
Oh
towards
yeah,
us.
for sure. Like
I'll
it's
be
like-
helping Lokar
it-
with the rope, but
It
yeah.
is like the most awkward breaststroke without any limbs, as you sort of like heave ho, because it's not like one long smooth thing, and like
Yeah.
pull, sink a little bit. Pull,
you'll
sink
yeah
a little
exactly.
Yeah, Loka tries to pull as fast as he can so you don't sink too much. Because sinking is scary.
But you are.
I don't know what's going on. I'm inside my shell. I can't see anything.
I mean, being inside your shell, you still feel the water, right? Like you're not like
No,
in
I
a
know.
multi-dimensional
I can't
space.
see what's happening though.
Yeah. So like you feel the water around you, and for you, Kark, specifically, like it's also true for Nissa, who's never been in a large body of water, short of perhaps vomit or urine. But
Ew.
for you, Kark, this is a moment in your life that you never thought would be the case. You never thought you would be submerged in water. You would never know the feeling of it. In fact, you jumping into the water, you hear like the voices of your elders saying, "You treat the water with respect, and the water will keep you alive." And here you are, fully submerged within a body of water that you have always revered as something to be precious. It is the equivalent for, say, Aurora jumping in like Scrooge McDuck into like a pile of gold coins. The feeling of buoyancy and being pulled, even though quickly, through the water is such a unique feeling to you that you are half suspended, and you've never not had the ground beneath your feet. You have always touched solid ground. This is a moment you will never forget. And then you are pulled like a what are this called? Like sinking stones on like a fishing rod, like lurched out of the water with this tiefling on the back of you, of which has a weasel on the back of her. And you are like boom, 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 onto solid ground once more.
Well, that was terrifying.
It's not hard. We're going to teach you, just not right now.
I
It's
hate
very
It's hard to
Oh,
teach you
God.
around here, Aurora, unless we go by your swimming pool, I guess.
Yeah, when we get
It's a lot
to
of
the
fun.
estate, I'll ask the Baron.
And if we ever get outside of this, desert, swimming in a river is lovely.
It's kind of strange. Oh, god damn it. More water.
I just.
More water?
just
Oh
hate all
no.
of this. No, no.
Breathe slowly.
The bane of our existence, water. How could I
Some it's doors, for some it's water.
know?
If I approach the edge, do I get attacked by another giant snake?
I mean, the first one we woke up, so. Hopefully they're all asleep.
No giant
I'll check
snakes.
down here real quick. Okay, it seems to go further down here.
Let's go that way since they can't swim, and that's a much further run.
Alright, then let's check this out first.
Nissa,
Uh huh.
do you need to get warm again? Do you feel cold?
I'm really shaken. It's just. It's. I've never seen so much water in my life in one place, in a single pool.
Yeah, now you know why it hasn't been moved yet.
You'll like the estate then. Entire garden full of it. Big pools of water.
Then you'll be amazed
like
by
them.
the ocean.
Is
No.
is Nisa still looking pretty rough from the last worm thing?
Great.
I am at 15 hit points out of 35.
There you go.
Wait, do I? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Now you're
You're welcome.
Now I'm at 25.
I swear if this is just a dead end, it's gonna be disappointing.
I would elect us to start just going straight through the wall at that point.
Aurora, stop there, please.
We triggered all the traps across that room.
1,000 needles fire
Everything
your way.
explodes.
Alright, new characters, everybody.
Well,
How many of those 1,000 actually hit me?
I might have still had rage up for a minute, so. Maybe it's life.
Your
Kidding, I'm
rage
kidding.
dissipate. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait,
so-
did I drop story form? It lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, I don't think.
No, you can still be starry if you really want to.
Yeah, I think
I just noticed the token, the little icon was gone. I was like, oh no, what happened? Go back.
you were dispelled. Anti-magic field.
How did you know? As you descend, walking westward along this natural cavern, it seems to have been well walked. There are trodden pieces of dirt and dust that seem to be of 1,000 footprints of the insect creatures. As well as larger, sort of half-obscured, clawed-like feet. It seems to be something of an avenue that is traveled. However, as you reach this part, venturing further into the tunnel, deep within the under the Sorrows, under Gerst, the tunnel descends ever so slightly on an angle in front of you from where you stand. And as you, what are you using for light at the moment?
I have the drift globe.
The drift globe.
Like,
As the drift globe sort
mag
of like
recast light.
hums after you, like floating next to you, you can see that the light starts to glisten off the floor and off the walls and off the ceiling. Slight, fine threads, and glassy almost. And you peer into the darkness, and you recognize them to be the beginnings of spiderwebs.
I love spiders. So
Why did I think there wouldn't be monsters?
why wouldn't there be monsters underground? Because that would be a foolish assumption.
It is unfortunate that the creature wasn't just at the end of the tunnel. We could have just dealt with it and went back up. Such is life.
You can
If
be-
we run into spiders, I could talk to them like I did with the snakes.
Try.
That would be good.
I'm quite serious when I say I like spiders. Wouldn't want to harm one if I could avoid it.
Usually,
Yeah.
just letting you guys know, if you step on webs against a spider, if she's around, she'll know.
Maybe this is what they refer to as the matriarch?
The madam?
Madam.
Madam.
Shh.
Madam.
Nisa.
Hold on.
Okay. You cast Speak with Animals. It lasts 10 minutes.
Do I hear anything or
You hear
Ah.
nothing but your own heartbeat and the heavy breathing of Stinky on your shoulders.
Next to me, and I think you'll know what to do. Oh, Mag.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. Okay.
let me I'm gonna go into how do you say, stealth mode,
Stealth mode.
so as not to trigger any of the spider webs.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm not seeing shit.
Yeah, well, if you go one up, you can see.
Swap with Mag.
Just take a look at it. There you
Fucking
go.
hell. What the hell is that? I mean, that looks like a spider.
You think you can talk with it?
Mm,
It's a spider.
Can also, I mean, I don't think you can sneak past it, unless you're really lucky.
You are, so far, I mean, you have all more or less, except for where Karak is, really, you are all already stepping on glistening strands of
Yeah.
webs. Your feet slightly
Yeah.
stick to it. The walls themselves glisten and are, enwebbed much more significantly every 5 feet you descend. You also notice Aurora being this far into the sticky web tunnel, that to your north, to the right of where you are, you can see there is a very obvious light coming from through the like a wall of webbing. So the web itself is like covering this the beyond, like it is obscured, but I mean you can still see through the web slightly, and you can see there's a room beyond, but the webbing itself covers the entire space.
well, speak to it.
Yeah.
It's an animal.
I guess it's your call, Nissa. If you think you can speak with it, and otherwise, Google it.
Uh,
I can.
Can
Alright.
can Magram make a lore check on this thing?
A lore check? Like a
Nature
Yeah,
nature?
could-
You mean a nature check?
Nature, Arcana, anything really? History.
What do you want to ascertain?
What is? As Olex, I know what that is, but I want to see if Magram would know what that is.
You would roll nature to determine the entity itself.
Got it. Yes, the entity. Thank you.
15.
nice.
It is possible, like, actually, it's more than possible in Faralem. In fact, it's almost a certainty. Around Faralem, there are patches within the jungles, further, into the east of the jungles. There are portions of the jungles that are just almost entirely encased in webbing. Large colonies of spiders that are known for poisons and venoms. Some people from where you grew up would venture out into the jungles of Faralam to extract poisons and venoms from creatures such as phase spiders. So, a phase spider, from your perspective, is, you've never really necessarily encountered one personally, but you have been in like taverns and heard from stories about those who go into the forests and jungles to extract those venoms to make the potions, of which that is when you encountered them in the books themselves. You are aware that this is something called a phase spider.
Oh shit.
No. You see Magram like hold his face. That face spider. If there's a face spider, if there's a section in the jungle where that thing lives, you'll steer clear of everywhere in that area. Those things are
Well,
dangerous. And I don't.
Face spider. It does have a
And-
face.
It phases in and out of existence.
It's base, he said it wrong. It's a base
I'm not
spider.
kidding now.
It is rather pretty.
I don't think you realized it can phase in this material plane and into another one.
Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it can catch up to us quickly. It can run from us quickly, and I'm not even sure if that thing is a beast, with the way that it's so cunning and. Yeah,
Well,
I have heard too many dead adventurers speak of. Well, friends of those dead adventurers speak about these things.
do you
Gosh.
think I should try to talk to it? Because maybe it sounds like it's pointless at this point.
Well, it knows we're here.
looks like a giant spider, which means it's a beast, right?
I don't know. It's a
The
beast
regular
with
spiders cannot go through reality itself.
Yeah, because that's things that happen.
Just try to talk to it.
Okay.
It's your call, Lisa. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. No worries.
Yeah, I think I can. But what should I tell it?
That we just
Uh,
want to walk on by, and that we're sorry we're intruding.
I'm
We're
not
not
very
gonna hurt it.
persuasive, but I can also cast Speak with Animals, and maybe I can help.
And also
You can guess what?
guide her to the right
Speak with
decision.
Animals. We can both talk to it, and maybe I can help.
That sounds good.
Done.
All right. Good luck, you two.
If push comes to shove,
I can telekinetically shove, yes. I'll do that if it starts approaching.
Push
we
comes
can
to
try.
shove. Me and Lokar actually know how to kill things.
Alright, I'll follow your lead.
Okay, let's go.
It as you enter its lair, more or less, its nest. Its legs extend out, and its legs are spindly and long, and it covers. Even though the token is this size, from its legs perspective, it covers like this, and it is stuck at the top of the cavernous space, looking down on you, upside down. Thank you.
Yes. Nice.
It's little pincers, it's massive pincers, sort of like twitch and tweak, and its legs that are holding on to various strands of the webbing twitch as you move in, and it twists its head as you step one step into its nest, and it tenses its legs. It almost like backs away from you for a second, with all of its legs holding on to like webbing strands in front of itself. Almost looks like it's sitting in a catapult.
Ready to jump.
Poised to pounce.
I am gonna use the same tactic as I did with the spiders and just, raise my palms upwards and go, "Hi, hi. It's okay. We're not here to mess you up. We're just
I
trying
do
to
the
get
same with my
through.
hands.
We're just trying to, move along. We don't want to hurt you."
This is the point in which you realize that this monster is not a beast, but a monstrosity.
Yeah, this is what
Yeah, I
Magrim has been
assumed as
trying to
much.
tell. Yeah.
I assumed as much.
Its 8 eyes sort of like regard each of you, and it, in its current place, stuck in that top corner, starts to twitch, and you can see, coming from like underneath its belly, that's faced against the back of the wall, are little tiny phase spiders that start like crawling out across its thorax.
Gonna keep my hands up, be like, easy, easy.
It twitches.
Let's go
It
up
twitches.
here.
Try to let everybody go behind me while we keep it
Yeah.
somewhat chilled out, hopefully.
It's
Um,
It's
alright.
okay. Good boy.
do a collective animal handling. Well, not collective. Anissa and Karik, as you hold your hands up to try and persuade this monstrous creature that clearly is a mother from attacking you. Oh my god!
Yes.
There you go.
Oh my
Nice.
god! Its
Good
legs
spider.
looking to twitch, and you can start.
It's
to...
my pet now.
She has a mount.
Oh,
She has a mouth. God. You seem to have somehow convinced it for the moment that you are not a threat. However, like I mentioned, the wall to your north now, Lokar and Aurora, is an entire web that's thick. You can see that the strands of webbing are like guitar strings. They are, you can even like twang them, like they're very taut and
Don't do that. Don't do that.
bad spider.
So, maybe you're stinky.
Oh yeah,
What do you do?
thanks.
I'm gonna pull out an acid vial and melt us a little hole. Step through.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep trying to appease it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
somehow.
Magrim, roll me
Stinky.
an intelligence
hard.
whilst you're here.
Okay. Intelligence. Yes, I can.
Wow.
You chose the right
rolls.
person for it.
Well, it's because he's only really the one that could make this sort of correlation, given his intelligence. Now, for you, Magrim, something like triggers in the back of your mind, saying like, "Wait, this something doesn't make sense. Something doesn't like add up here. We just went down a hallway that seemed to have been like a well-traveled, well-trodden, and now we're in this place with a spider and a web. But something doesn't work. Something, the math doesn't add up. Like if this was a heavily traversed tunnel, why the hell is there a wall of webbing? Why is there a phase spider? What is going on? Mathing.
Wait a minute. Is this an illusion? Can Magrim make some investigation? I think.
You may do so.
Okay. Investigation. Damn it.
You can't tell if it's an illusion. It looks very real, but still something isn't right.
He'll tell this to the others. Wait, hold on, guys. The path we traversed through is well traveled, and there's a phase spider that has babies, and that web is preventing us from going. one of these things is not real. It's probably an illusion
Which?
or some trickery. I don't know. I cannot tell right now for some reason. Locker, can you move your axe within the web? Is that even real?
Lokar? We lost the Lokar.
Oh no, Lokar's dead.
No, sorry, my bad, my bad.
Loco
Yes.
was the illusion all along.
All along.
Damn,
Um,
damn, dude.
He's still in that
The
hole.
real illusion is the friends you made along.
yes.
Yep.
He will both listen to Magrum, and he trusts him. And he will also check if the path is still well used beneath him. If it seems like maybe they had a different way before, or if it still seemed like people walked this path here up to this wall,
You're
while
just
also
gonna
moving
look?
the axe. Also moving the axe onto the web because Magrum said that. So
Uh-huh.
I guess he's gonna use some disposable axe, hand axe.
There's a lot of things you said there. You want to check if this is a place that has been walked on, so that's a perception check. And then you're going to move the axe into this web.
Yeah.
Okay, perception check. As you look down.
Perfect,
it looks
10.
like, it's webbing. It certainly looks like a layer of a large spider. Certainly makes sense to you. That even though this may have been wall trodden, something, for you it's less like, well, I mean, I guess this spider web is pretty tough. Pretty decent silk, perhaps. You put your axe into the wall and it blocks. It stops.
Does it feel like web, or does it feel like wall?
With the axe, you can't tell.
Really?
That did not make
Like
sense.
if I move against, is there any give? Is that what I'm saying? If I
Oh, is
push
there
it
any
towards-
it doesn't give. It's quite taut, and I was mentioning that the web itself is the strands are very thick, so pushing your axe against it doesn't give.
I mean, this seems pretty real. I guess he.
Okay, wait. Have a better idea. Magrum will cast Mage Hand, but make it invisible, and he'll order the hand to move through the spider.
Touch it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think we'll just do the acid thing and think about it once we're away, maybe.
Yeah.
For now.
I mean, you said, are you sure? Now I'm not doing it.
You're already committed. Don't let the DM change your mind like that. No. Get in there. Get the hand in there.
Oh,
Okay.
Get a hand in that mode.
Well, okay, let's do it in the order.
Alright,
Like Aurora, you did a thing with acid, so let's
Well,
I can't
Mag
have...
saying that interrupts me, so I don't do anything.
Okay, so you're fishing around in the bag for the
boat.
Yeah.
the vial, and then you see Mag say like, "What if I touch this?" Okay. You're gonna reach out with your mage hand,
Invisible Mage Hand.
invisible mage hand. And wait.
Still trying to comfort the spider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The invisible mage hand. I'm curious, actually. When it comes to mage hands, do you get feedback from a mage hand? Like a personal, you just don't know, right? Whether or not it's touching something.
Oh. If it's invisible,
I guess
we'll
we'll-
be able to see
it-
it,
it-
make contact.
Exactly. And if it makes contact, the spider will react in some way.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay, so you just want to see. Okay. So collectively, the animal handlers are like trying to prevent this creature from freaking out, as it seems to be coiled to pounce. And you, but the question,
gonna-
the question that I'm,
Invisible hand.
the invisible hand, is arcane twitchiness. You extend it out to where you think, or where the beginning of the spider begins, and there's like a little tiny baby like crawling over its thorax, and you go and sort of like poke it, and the spider does move.
Okay. Guys, the spider is real.
Easy.
Aurora, please get up on you.
Acid out. Going to attempt to make a hole through the webs with it.
Yeah, do it where my axe just hit the wall.
Okay.
So my axe is free.
Nice spider.
Mm-mm.
Pretty spider.
Easy.
Mm-mm.
I don't know how long it would take to like.
This
through.
doesn't make any sense. What is this place?
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling these maybe these insects can talk with these animals, or they're working with these animals, because, I mean, the water maybe you can get by without engaging in this creature, but it seems very dangerous. So, and we didn't see any other path outside of that tiny hole. I'm not sure that they can go through that. So,
The acid
be.
begins to be poured.
Yeah.
And it doesn't sort of like react to the acid. You've seen and you've like cleared spider webs before. You're pretty sure that acid will burn through it, but for some reason it does not burn through it.
this is a wall, a real wall.
Aurora, how's it going? Aurora.
It's gonna be.
Yeah. I'm out of tricks. Time to leave.
I guess I'll move my hand axe back. Is it stuck at the wall?
No, it's not sticky.
Then I'll say, okay, this is not a webbed wall. And I'm gonna put my hands up to it and see if there's any, if there's anything I pass through if it looks like a perfect, basically I'm looking if it's an illusion, if I can see what's behind, if it is an illusion.
Okay, investigation.
On top of it.
Please.
Alright.
Can I assist with that?
Yeah. If you're like seeing what he's trying to do and you agree with what he's doing.
Yeah.
Then I will help you on investigating.
Oh, you want to help me? Okay.
Yes, I'll see that you team up with me, and I feel like I can just do the big movements, and you do the small movements.
Sure. Let's try that. Mangum is upset with this room. He wants to get out of here.
You touch the spider web and you feel like, okay, well, it's very taut, it's very sort of strong, right? But you also feel like, wait a second, like you close your eyes as you touch it. Wait, this doesn't feel like webbing. It feels more like, if you were to close your eyes and just use the tips of your fingers, more like wood.
Mm-hmm.
Me look for anything to push. Let's be like
wood.
go from left to right.
As
There should be a
Magnum
door here.
is feeling around with it, you feel with your eyes closed and knowing, hey, this isn't right. Something doesn't add up, and you find a hidden latch, and you grab it, and you realize that what you are in front of is an illusion.
Secret door.
And you grab it open.
Tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
And
tunnel.
you
Is it
open
open yet?
a strangely the door, the webbing itself breaks and opens as a door, and you are able to pass through it.
Okay, come on.
Fake webbing, a real spider.
Fake waving real spider.
Slowly.
Good spider. Good
They can
spider.
really,
As
Maybe they
you
can
step back
Close the door.
and you leave, you can see that this creature is had about enough of what you're doing, and it lunges at you. However, as you are like stepping out and you see this large creature leap before you, it slams against an invisible wall that you can't see. Some form of other illusion, masking its prison, and it slams against a wall. You can see as its thorax is now exposed, you can see like 50 to 100 different tiny face spiders crawling all over its abdomen, and it sort of skitters and chitters, and it like crawls up an invisible wall and back onto the cavernous ceiling.
Magrum will close the door behind them.
The webbing
Oh,
is done.
That's enough of that.
I look at Mag. This, whatever this other world is, this has to be. The thing can. You said it can like phase, right?
Yes. Whoever's has a trap there probably. There's a spell. I don't remember what's it called, but it prevents you from teleporting.
Yeah, this is advanced stuff, though, right?
Very much.
What is this place?
As you venture into this new space with the light, hold on, let me just come on Twitch chat. Come with us. This room screams ancient to you guys. Aurora, you're the only one who really looked through that crack within the wall within the inventory room with the traps. The same sort of architecture is here. There is a very clear motif as you look around that where you're standing is a place that certainly people from Gerst are very unlikely to have trod for a very long time. On the east wall of this cavernous room with marble flooring and no light is a very large altar spanning 60 feet long and a massive snakehead motif made out of jade mounted on the wall there. Its eyes are glimmering with red sparkles as it looks down on you. The flooring, as you reach up to the middle of the floor, is a tarnished bronze-trimmed mosaic of snake-like scales as it snakes its way from east to west.
Wow. It's beautiful. Have I ever told you how much I love snakes, y'all?
I feel like we're over our head here. Seems to be a temple for some snake god.
It's quite
Snake
pretty.
god.
And some sort
What?
of guess. I think
Are there any
there's.
snake gods?
I can roll religion on that.
You may.
Can I also?
'Cause I mean, I don't know.
Would you be...
One people with advantage, two people straight.
Well, the thing is, when it comes to religion rolls, they have two very, very different sources of information. So I would
That's
say
fair.
that
Yeah, that's fair.
Aurora and Magrum will always roll individually on religion. Would Magrum... Yes. Yes, I think Magrum would be able to sort of roll on this. Aurora. Your training as a cleric of knowledge and learning the teachings of Ilmata and what sort of information was available to you within Gerst and from the Baron occasionally is limited at best. The snake gods and such are certainly not from the upper planes. Your understanding of sort of the neutral planes versus the lower planes is obviously restricted or limited as the information was not there. So even though your religion is a high roll, you are certain that whatever learnings and teachings that you have encountered in your time does not really correlate. So you can rule out that whatever you're looking at from a god perspective is not of the upper planes. Sorry, you are lower planes, right? And Magrum is upper planes.
Yeah.
There are no.
I will invert that, so it's Magrum that doesn't understand what this is, but Aurora, you may. roll me a history as well. With advantage, given your religion may trigger this. The reason why I got you to roll that is because your mind about what you may have encountered in your trainings would have been several kinds of potential serpent-like gods, and it's a question of whether or not you're aware of where they're from. The pantheon of serpents is murky at best. The information that's available nowadays is patchy, given those that followed any of the serpent gods were a very, very long time ago. You first recognize that if there is any sort of serpent god altars, we're talking thousands of years ago. Second, the last time you ever heard of those any sort of creatures that could be worshipping any form of serpent god were likely to be that of Yuan Ti, but they have not been heard of for millennia. Certainly not in this area, at least as far as when Gerst or Gerst Valley was a wasteland, or has been a wasteland for as long as you are aware. There would not have been any sort of Yuan Ti or any serpent gods. So further to millennia, we're now talking that this, whatever you're standing in, is a surviving altar of a time before Gerst was a wasteland, and perhaps even lush marshland. Staring at this god and knowing that this is a very old god, your memories of what potentially could be, there are several that perhaps could sit in your memory but not necessarily are clear. There are 3 that come to mind, but you're sure you're missing a few. There is a god called the Night Serpent, or Dendar, who is the god that was potentially, as far as your knowledge is concerned, was worshipped, symbolizing the end of the world. Then there is Mershulk, which is more master of the pit. This was more about war and conquest and using strength. And finally, Seth, which is more about conspiracy and murder. There are others, but for your role, give us a hard roll. These are the ones that come to mind. And the information of where you stand and the basically stepping back in time. That is what you get. And as you realize this information and look again around, looking anew about where you are, and realizing that Gerst wasn't just one city stacked on top of another, but many cities throughout the ages built and crushed and rebuilt and crushed. Where you're standing is a sedimentary history lesson, and you have never gone this far back. And that's where we'll leave the episode today.